Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of CobraCast IRL. I am your host, Jeremy D-Day Cobra, and we have a lot to talk about today. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. It's been a pretty great day. If you are a free-thinking, free-spirited, common-sense person, it's been pretty awesome to say the least. Now, sorry I'm late. Had a lot going on. We just ran a Fortnite stream over on the main Geeks and Gamers channel. And now I had to compile all of the wonderful, wonderful video clips of our great 45th president of the United States of America, Donald Trump. And we're going to talk about all of that. Yes, phone is vibrating. Krista, message Ivan and tell him I am live. I can't talk to him. My phone is going crazy right now. So let me turn off the vibration on it. Jesus, there's just way too much going on. I had to end the Geeks and Gamers stream before I could actually get this one started. I see we have super chats. I see people in the chat. I see that you're hyped. I see the Cobra crew. I see the snake pit. I see the enthusiasm. And that's why we're here. We're here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on CobraCast IRL to talk about all of the things going on in the world. Whatever you want to talk about, you talk to me about it. Ask me if I can give you my thoughts on it, and I will be glad to do so if you think that, or if I think I can give something of substance. So yeah, it's a party. It's a big party over here, and we're just getting started. So we've got so many people here. CobraCast never lasts. That's Enoch Maman, who sent me a donation. I couldn't even read it. It was so edgy. But that's what Enoch Maman does. Who all do we have here? We got Broba Fett in the house. We got Lee Pippin. We got My Nerdy Home says Snake Pit Party. Snake Pit Party. Lee Pippin is very smart. Lee Pippin says you are not Salty Cracker. You're absolutely right, Lee Pippin. I'm glad that did you just learn to count to 4 or 5 today? That you're making strides. So great job on acknowledging that I'm not Salty Cracker. I appreciate you acknowledging that. Salty Army for the win. Love Salty. I'm sure I can get Salty on here at some point in time. Because Salty's great. We're friends. Love that guy. He is a rock star. And he is the best. So what is this 50 bomb? We got a 50 bomb from Anthony Gaming 67. Alice Springs is like Chicago at the moment, running around destroying properties in Alice Springs. Rebel News Australia covered it. If you can please watch, we need to get more people noticing more about Alice Springs in the middle of Australia. Need help, people. Noted, man. Jay Hailstorm, if you can look that up and see if there's some stuff I can look into on that, I would absolutely do that. Absolutely do that. A fitty. Yeah, strangely enough, I'm not Doomcock either. Not Ryan Kennel, not Gary from Nerdrotic, not Jay Hailstorm. It's crazy. I know. It's crazy. Brendan. I'm not Brendan. My dad thinks that Putin pulling from the nuclear treaty isn't a big deal and that we aren't poking the bear. Personally, I think we are in a scary place and we shouldn't be playing with fear. Thoughts? Well, we talked about this a little bit today on our political stream that we do every Wednesday with RK Outpost, Ryan Kennel, and Suresh from The Situation with Suresh and 221B Tactical. I think that you have to, there's always nuance and there's always perspective that you have to consider when looking at this. And if you look at, again, I'm no apologist for Vladimir Putin, but you have to look at things from all perspectives. And so if you look at the situation and how it's all played out, you can at least understand where certain people are coming from and understanding their perspectives. And Vladimir Putin and Russia are doing what they think is best for them. I personally think that the whole situation is bad. And what this all comes back to ultimately is I only think about it from a United States perspective. That's ultimately all I have any vested interest in. When you have the United States, when you have weak leadership, which is what we have right now, we have absolutely weak leadership, very weak leadership. And people like Vladimir Putin are capitalizing off of that, but also so is Zelensky, and so are so many other world leaders right now. We have weak leadership in America. When you had strong leadership like Donald J. Trump, the 45th president of the United States of America and the greatest president of my lifetime, we had no world leaders that were trying to do anything shady. You know, when you have world leaders, you're talking about very, very manipulative and powerful men. And those are people that are hard to deal with. So you need another powerful man that knows how to play the game. And Trump is that guy. He's the greatest president that I've ever seen. And when I often say greatest president of my lifetime, it's because I don't make a habit of judging people that I wasn't around to see. And it goes even back to sports. You know, with sports, I always talk about players that I saw play, because I can't sit here and tell you like, oh, well, you know, this person's better than this person that played before I was ever born. It's just kind of how I'm programmed. So to me, I guess by default, Donald Trump is the greatest president ever, in my opinion, but based on the presidents that I've, you know, been alive to experience. So, but if you look at what he's done and how he did it, it's truly an accomplishment that no other human being on the planet could pull off. No one could do what Trump did. He faced the mainstream media. He faced the Clinton crime family, the Obama crime family, and the Bush crime family. He faced rhinos. He faced all the Democrats. He faced big tech. He faced everybody, and he defeated them, and that drives them crazy. It drove them all crazy. But he was a strong leader. So all this comes back to weak leadership in the United States of America. And a person like Vladimir Putin is going to use that to his advantage as a world leader to benefit him and his country, just like any other world leader has done. That's my opinion on it. It's weak leadership. And strong leadership and strong manipulative people are going to pounce on a weakness. And the United States has a massive weakness right now. The United States is ran by a man who doesn't even know where he's at half the time. That's bad enough on its own. But then you realize who is a Joe Biden heartbeat away from running this country right now? Who is a Joe Biden heartbeat away? The cackling, laughing hyena, Kamala Harris. Like, holy shit, bro. You know what I mean? It's amazing. But what we saw today from Donald Trump was one of the most impactful things we have seen in a long time. And he waited for a while. The Biden administration had all day long, weeks to go. And again, is it symbolic? Yes, it's symbolic, but it matters. It gives people hope, whether it's Biden, whether it's, you know, someone else from the administration, whether it's Trump, whether it's Obama. When it's someone that has influence and power in some capacity, showing some level of attention to a place that's dealing with something traumatic is powerful, and it gives them hope. And that's why Biden is out there. And who does he want to give hope to? He wants to give hope to Ukraine. So that's where he's going. The people of the United States need hope. The people of Ohio needed something to inspire them. And a rock star showed up today, an absolute Chad of the highest order. The definitive alpha male showed up and got a rock star welcome, because everyone there needed exactly what they got today. And it was absolutely gorgeous. Let's see. Lee Pippen says, yo, bro, don't diss me. I love your content. Just joking around. Thanks for the shout out, though. I was laughing my ass off when I said my name. Bring the pain. Hey, then you know how it works here, man. It's all in good fun. Men talk shit. Men have fun. We roast each other. And at the end of the day, we shake hands and we walk away. That's what it's all about. So I'll never, ever, ever truly mean disrespect to anyone that is willing to just, you know, have fun with it. You know what I mean? There's a guy in the chat. He's probably in the chat. This is from a while back, but when we were playing Fortnite over on, you know, Geeks and Gamers Play for a longest, and I would host a lot of those matches. And of course, when you're the host, you typically get roasted unless your name's Rolo, because Rolo's such a beast. But when you're the host of a stream like that, you usually get roasted. So I was getting roasted a lot by Matt W. Matt W was roasting me, and I just kind of went off on Matt one night because I was like, motherfucker, stop roasting me. you know. And he trolled me by putting his YouTube profile picture as the shielding for Fortnite. And I caught that. I was like, you changed your logo to the shielding, the thing you were roasting me over. And from that day forward, like, Matt's been super cool in our community, and same with you, Lee. So it's all about just a little bit of dialogue, and you kind of, you know, when people can take a good joke in stride, that's what it's all about. So if I ever mention anyone in my chat, all I'm looking for is if you come at me, and maybe I get it out of context, maybe I don't know exactly what you're saying or why you're saying it, but if I catch something as the chat's going by, sometimes I've reacted. And sometimes I've been right, sometimes I've been wrong. But when someone comes back at me in the proper way, like a man would, I'm like, respect, bro, respect. And that's what it's all about. So yeah, man, it's all good. It's all good. I hear you. I will get to it. Eric K has already notified me. Our peeps are on it. So shout out to Eric K. You missed my super chat and Fortnite stream. It wasn't that super important, but I want my money's worth. Hey, Doey, we got you, man. You got the highlight right here, brother, right here. So I will get to that, and I'll get to the rest of them. I see there's gifted memberships flowing in. There's super chats flowing in. We have a party over here. The snake pit is lit right now. The Cobra crew is stepping up. They're rising up. And you know what happens here at CobraCast IRL? We're here to have fun, but we're also here to celebrate greatness. And there's no other way to celebrate greatness than to watch this clip right here, which is one of the coolest things you can see. And that is from this man right here, Donald Trump, getting a rock star's welcome. This is fantastic right here. I love this so much. Actually, there's one more. There's actually one more that Benny had posted that I wanted to show first. I'm going to have to scroll because Benny's posted a lot today, but shout out to Benny Johnson. Benny Johnson is the man, and he's been crushing it. But this stuff with Trump, man, like, there's this one. Is it this one? No, there's one more. This one right here. So the full one right here, I think. Or maybe it's one. There's a longer version of it, and that might be it right here. Here we go. So listen to the people and watch the reaction. Watch this reaction. This is what Donald Trump does. This is why I listen. I love Ron DeSantis. Okay. Miss me with that Ron DeSantis nonsense. Ron DeSantis is a big fish in a small pond right now in the state of Florida. I love the man. I am so happy he's the governor here in the state of Florida. He's a big fish in a small pond. Okay, nationally, he can't touch Donald Trump. Rumble stream's not working. I had to kill it. It did not read it. The links were not working, so I had to kill the stream. I did set it up, but it did not work. My apologies on that. But when it comes to Ron DeSantis cannot touch Donald Trump nationally. This is the most popular human being on the planet right now. He's also probably the most hated, but that's Donald Trump. He is the man. Okay, he is the man. Now look at this rock star welcome. All right, guys. All right, guys. Come to the right. To the right. All right, guys. This like this. Come on in close.
What do you make about Biden not showing up? You showing up before he's terrible.
I think it's terrible. You know that. Oh, let me see that.
Get him out of here.
That is just awesome, dude. Like, that is so freaking cool. It's just amazing how much he inspires people. And, you know, This is what the people of Ohio needed. They needed this type. They needed this.
Mr. Trump, what do you make it about Biden not showing up? You showing up before he did.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much. Hey, Trump, take a picture of my phone. Picture? There he is. He's the real president. Yo, Trump. Thank you.
Thank you for not forgetting about us. Thank you, Don Jr. too.
My daughter was like that. Oh, yeah.
Mr. Trump, I love you.
I love you, baby. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. Mr. Trump, oh my God.
This is phenomenal, man. This is phenomenal. And there's so many things we can show you. Like right here. This dude shows up at a McDonald's, okay? I mean, he's at a McDonald's, stops by the local McDonald's. And he's just handing out MAGA hats.
They're more expensive, I can tell you. This is triple the price of that one, right? Here you go. Thank you. That's the best. That's the best. Oh, look at those butts.
Only Trump gonna show up at a fucking McDonald's. Right there, like that picture right there, just your local, little shop right there, welcoming the president of the United States, Donald Trump, the 45th president of the United States. There's a part where was he at? He was ordering, right here. So this is where he goes and orders.
How are you today? Nice to meet you.
Hello, everybody. That's a nice, beautiful looking baby. So I know this menu better than you do. Okay.
Trump's like, I know the menu better than you do.
I probably know it better than anybody in here. We're going to take care of the fire department.
Okay.
We're going to take care of the police department.
I mean, that's just, and again, so ultimately that's what it comes down to, man. What he did today cemented the fact that you need to forget the DeSantis stuff. It's over. DeSantis cannot compete with Trump nationally. I guess he's going to try. I think it's a massive mistake. Today was a mega win for Donald Trump. Mega win. This was what a leader does. This is what a president does. And meanwhile, Joe Biden is overseas right now, paying up to the big guy, essentially, is what Joe Biden's doing. And it's disgusting. And many people, I feel like, have finally realizing the reality of the situation. Now, a lot of conservatives are praising Trump today. These are the same conservatives that'll probably be crying about him in 2 weeks because he probably said something mean or offensive, because that's just the nonsense that happens. I think it's ridiculous for anybody to actually, start saying anything like that, because he's the man. He's the man. He's going to be the nominee. It's not close. And people just need to realize that's what's happening. All right. So Doey's $5, okay, from the Fortnite stream. Just finished watching Demolition Man for the first time. Well, some scary things have been coming true, predicted in that movie. You just saw Demolition Man for the first time? Wow. Now that is crazy, dude. That's an all-timer. I love Demolition Man. I think Demolition Man's everybody should be watching Demolition Man if you haven't seen it. It's that damn good. It's a great film. And yeah, it's kind of scary, to be honest. It's kind of scary. But I'm glad you saw it, man. But it's a fantastic film. It really is. Anthony Gaming for 50. Anthony Gaming dropping a 50 because the youth there are destroying properties. They are in Alice Springs, and the cops are not doing nothing about it because they're young. And just roll your eyes. They said, I send a video to you on Twitter. It's just crazy at the moment. Yeah, send me this video and I'll see if I can check it out. But I have to be careful what I show, so I have to kind of scan it first. Brendan My point was that if China funded nukes in Mexico, what would we do? What is the difference between the proxy war in the Middle East and the Eastern European right now? He couldn't understand and felt that Putin is maybe a crazy person. Yeah, I totally understand that. I don't know exactly how to I don't know how to feel about Vladimir Putin. I obviously don't like him, like, generally, like, he's not like a favorable person, but what I know is, like, you can go back to look up YouTube videos from during the Obama administration, okay? When Obama, like, look at this right here. There's a video of Obama basically whispering to Putin, saying, like, after the election, give me some time or something like that. Let me see if this is still on here. Hang on. Obama, Putin. I think he's like, give me time or something like that. There's a video where Obama whispers to Putin, if I'm not mistaken, I believe. Am I right about that, chat? He's like whispering to him. He's like, give me a little time, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, now all of a sudden we're just, the media wants us to believe that he's the worst human being on the planet. You know what I mean? And I just don't trust anything that the mainstream narrative is. Is that right? I am correct? Okay. Funny how I can't find that clip on YouTube anymore. That's pretty interesting. Jay Hellstorm, see if you can find the clip with Putin and Obama whispering. Obama was whispering. So I can't find it on YouTube. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, I can't find it. Looking right now. Anyway, Jay Hillstorm, if you can find it, let me know. No big deal. But people know what I'm talking about. So my whole point here is that it was Met. Oh, that's who it was. Okay, that's right. I thought it wasn't there something where he was whispering something to Putin, though? I thought it was one where he was with Putin. Let's see. So anyway, my point being is that why weren't we getting the same narrative then? Okay. Okay, I got you. So my point is why, when Barack Obama, because Barack Obama did sit and speak and talk with Putin, why were we never told about how horrible of a person Putin was then, and why Barack Obama should not be having any discussions with him? Why was that never part of the narrative? Why has that suddenly become a narrative when Trump was president and Trump had Putin in check? I'm not saying Putin's a great guy. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I don't trust the fucking media. That's what I'm saying. And right now, I am being told every single day by the mainstream media that Vladimir Putin and Russia are the worst people on the planet. And I'm like, why was I not told that when Barack Obama was working directly with Vladimir Putin? And that's my entire point behind all of this. So I don't know what to make of him. I don't know what to believe. I don't know if he's a crazy person. I have no idea. What I do know is that the people that are feeding us the information, I tend to not believe whatever their narrative is. So I tend to believe the opposite, or I simply just don't believe what they're telling me. And so that's all I can do with that. Let's see. No, that clip is there. I'm just saying I couldn't find the one with him. So I thought it was Putin. So, but that's kind of where I'm at with it. I can't speak to if Putin crazy or not. I don't know. I have no idea. Mike Hill for $9.99. Biden is just playing President Trump. Let's see. Biden is just playing President Trump is the one acting like the real president. He 100% is. And moments like this are why. Let's see. The Guardian, Obama, Medvedev. Okay, so here it is right here. It wasn't Putin, but what's the timestamp, Hailstorm? Let's see. Just so you guys know what I was talking about. So this is a hot mic. So 57 seconds. So this is the clip that I thought was Putin. Right here. Here we go.
In Europe.
This is my last election. Yeah. After my election, I have more flexibility. Yeah. I understand.
Yeah. Now, so why was this not blown up by the mainstream media, where he's working directly with Putin's people? You know, I mean, why was that, and why were we not told Barack Obama's a terrible person? So my point being is that I don't know. I just don't believe in the mainstream media at all. And if that was Trump, can you imagine what the narrative would be? Could you imagine what the narrative would be? You know what I mean? It's bullshit. Fuck the media. The media is full of shit. They're all lying pieces of shit. And this negativity about Russia started happening when Trump won. And it became the Russia hoax that was never confirmed, by the way. Let's see. Stop sharing. Okay. Whoo, Jace the pop culture vandal. Cobra. Let's see, how did Alex Jones do it? Cobra! Probably not as good as Alex. I can't do the Alex Jones one. I'm sorry, I can't. Was having doubts about Trump over the past year, but today we saw the 2016 era Big Don energy. You love to see it. Milo was right when he said Trump has the magical intangible. He's the guy. Absolutely. Yes, I have. I have seen House of Cards. I think House of Cards is fucking phenomenal in every way. Hang on. So fucking funny, dude. So funny. But yes, I've seen House of Cards. I think House of Cards is a phenomenal series, except for that final season. Obviously, when they fired Kevin Spacey, for being a total creep, which is something that we all knew he was. It wasn't like that was breaking news. But House of Cards is a phenomenal series, and it's a phenomenal insight into how the world of Washington politics works. It is dirty, it is slimy, it is all about political maneuvering and backroom deals and lies and backstabbing. That is politics. And all of these fucking fake ass people want to stand up there and pretend that they are not something that they clearly are. And this is why Donald Trump resonates with so many people, because he doesn't play those games. He point blank tells you exactly how he feels right there in front of your face. He doesn't hold back. That's why people love him. That's why people connect with him. And that's what's turning me off about DeSantis, is because DeSantis is playing this whole I'm not going to focus on attacking Donald Trump. I'm going to focus on this, that, and the other. Bro, you literally have people that are working for you that are attacking Trump. That's the typical political bullshit, and I'm tired of it. And I'll have to qualify it every time. I'm a big fan of DeSantis. But I don't like when you stand in front of the cameras to pretend that you're holier than thou. I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to respond. You are responding. And anybody that follows politics fucking knows you're responding. You're doing it through other people, which is a massive turnoff. Trump ain't hiding behind nobody. He's saying how he feels right there in front of everybody. Swig of water for the working man. I saw you early. I think, Blake, you said that you thanked me for recommending that. Tulsa King is phenomenal. If you have not seen Tulsa King, you will love Tulsa King. It's that good. It's really good. Let's see. Anthony Gaming, I did send it to you earlier. Okay, thank you, Anthony. Thank you for the mega donations, bro. I really appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Swig of water for the real president. That's right. Let's see. So I got Anthony Gaming's Bebop 1988. Your daughter didn't come home tonight again. But I love your daughter, Lieutenant Commander Reyes. I'm requesting your daughter's hand in marriage. Jesus Christ. Y'all just crushing each other now in the chat. UF Gator, $20. We must continue to bang the bong. We are right. We will not go quietly. Absolutely. And that's the truth of it right there. Our voices are now more important than they've ever been. And what you saw from Donald Trump today and how people stood with him and the enthusiasm and the passion, it was incredible. It really was incredible. And I hope people really feel good about everything moving forward, because they needed that. Like, the people of Ohio needed that. They 100% needed it. I'm glad that it happened. And I hope that we continue to see more stuff like that from Trump. He needs to pounce. He needs to pounce and really, he really needs to take every advantage right now. Like, the only thing I guess I disagree with was him waiting, and trying to let Biden go do something. I mean, Biden and the Biden administration completely dropped the ball in this situation, but at the same time, it worked out perfectly after Biden did this on President's Day of all days. It worked out perfectly for Trump. So clearly he did the right thing. D-Day Cobra, get Robert Barnes on for Wednesday's show. That would be a nice show. Robert, me, Ryan, and Suresh. That would be excellent, actually. So that's a good call. Good call. Smash the melee button. Smash the melee button. That means like the video. Snake Pit rise up. Cobra Crew in the house. I see all of you. We got new graphics. We got a little bit of a new thumbnail scheme tonight. A little bit. Jay Hailstorm did some work on that. I think it looks really good. The black and blue will be the official colors of the Cobra Crew, D-Day Cobra, CobraCast IRL. And I think we're finalizing a Snake Pit logo, and it's badass. I'm just saying, it's badass. How the hell could you not want to be part of the Snake Pit? I mean, come on, man. That's the coolest thing ever. The Snake Pit is the coolest thing ever. Let's see. Valkyrie Winter says, hail Jeremy, hail Cobras. Smash the like button as if you're smashing a G.I. Joe. Cobra la 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 la. Love me some Cobra La. A lot of Joe fans didn't like the Cobra La storyline in G.I. Joe the movie. I did. Mav Dick, titty smacker. I summon you. Smack 'em. There you go. Enoch Maman says, I knew you wouldn't be able to read it. That was between you and me. Got you, Enoch Maman. Well, I thank you, brother. I thank you. Now, what else has happened today? We have to label someone with the beard of shame. That has to happen. You guys know that has to happen, right? So do we have any nominees early on? Because what we need to do, we need to get some nominees. We need to get a few names. Then we're going to throw it out there to the Snake Pit. And you guys are going to get a vote. So give me some names of who you think is deserving of the beard of shame. All right. I already see a few people that agree with me. Jimbo, I did not skip your super chat. I will get to your super chat, my friend. I will get to your super chat. I will get to all super chats. Super chats are highly, highly respected here at CobraCast IRL. Unlike some other IRL shows, we actually do appreciate you guys. So don't worry. We will get to it. You guys want the quartering to get it? Quartering already has one. He already has a beard. So Crimson Ghost Streamlabs, $5. Was watching the situation with RK Cobra with my husband earlier. I like how you're trying to will that name into existence. Normie, blue collar, doesn't pay politics much mind. And during your DeSantis versus Trump convo, I asked him if he knows who DeSantis is. Nope. He responded, that's why Trump. Yes, exactly. And that has been my point over and over again. I have nothing against Ron DeSantis other than he's not Donald Trump. And as I said earlier, as I broke it down earlier, and I know some people can get it, some people won't understand the reference, but it's like I said, I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan. He's not Michael Jordan. Nothing against Kobe. He's just not Michael Jordan. Nothing against Ron DeSantis. He's just not Donald Trump. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line right there. And you really can't. That's a good one. Paul, I nominate Rear Admiral Pete for the beard of shame. GM still having Cobra Law took the cartoon and comics from a pro-American anti-terrorist show and brought it full circle into cosmic horror. That's why it's not liked. Well, I agree with that. And I do understand the criticism. So just to be clear, I understand why people don't like the Cobra Law stuff. but I had a lot of nostalgia for it. Krista, did you find that one super chat that I missed that I read out? I can't remember who it was now. I'm trying to find it right now though. So give me a few and I will track it down. Let's see. Let me open that up. Okay. DM says we want Salty and Gina. Man, that would be a hell of a show, wouldn't it? Modalicious for 5. And then we got Lying Dog Face Pony Soldier. Should we set up a beard bullpen future beard of shamers? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. It really ain't. You know, I hear you on this, okay? And listen, Kobe Bryant's my favorite basketball player. And I do hear you that I ideally I would think that he wouldn't, but Kobe kind of, and rest in peace to the great Black Mamba. We love Kobe. Kobe made some comments about like the Colin Kaepernick stuff. And he's talking about like if he was still in the league, he would kneel and shit like that. Like he said that, like you can look it up. Very disappointing to hear Kobe B. Bryant, the Black Mamba, say that, but he did. I don't know if he just, maybe he didn't want it. Maybe he had, I don't know what his mindset was behind that, but that was very disappointing. So in theory, you would think Kobe wouldn't put up with that, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Gabe is a new member. Jeremy, Trump DeSantis 2024. That is the ticket. That is the perfect ticket right there. It's the perfect ticket. And I unfortunately do not believe it's going to happen. Like right now, with what the United States of America is facing, with all of the chaos and all of the craziness, with what we are facing as a country, as a world, you have to look at this and go, what is the best thing for all parties involved? And great leaders know how to follow at the same time. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow. You know what I mean? Great leaders know that sometimes you got to take a step back to take a step forward. Sometimes you got to fall in line. And it's like this. Like, let me show you this. Let me show you this right here. Okay. Let me show you. I can find it. Okay. Yeah, look at this. Okay. So this whole DeSantis thing, you know, and like Ron's not going to play second fiddle to Donald Trump. Oh, really? Oh, really? Is that right? Ron DeSantis is not going to play second fiddle to Donald Trump. Well, what was Ron DeSantis doing when he needed Donald Trump? What was Ron DeSantis doing when he needed Donald Trump?
Everyone knows my husband, Ron DeSantis, is endorsed by President Trump, but he's also an amazing dad. Ron loves playing with the kids.
Build the wall.
He reads stories.
Then Mr. Trump said, "You're fired." I love that part.
He's teaching Madison to talk.
Make America great again.
People say Ron's all Trump, but he is so much more.
Big league. So good.
I just thought you should know.
Ron DeSantis.
But, you know, hey, Ron's not going to fall in line for Trump. Oh, yeah. Yes, he fucking will. Yes, he fucking will. He should anyway. So, yeah, you know, it's the DeSantis stuff is being pushed by the wrong people. And that's the problem with it. And today was a monumental day for Donald Trump and for America and for the future of America. And I think that Trump put everybody on notice that he's the man to take us where we need to go. I know some people had brought up earlier because I think I tagged on Twitter. I guess I didn't watch Tim Cast tonight, but did Ian make a comment about Trump or something like that? Like, I guess he tried to backtrack his TDS from yesterday or some nonsense like that. I guess he was, because I mean, so Ian went full TDS yesterday. You know what I mean? Like full on, like Donald Trump's a liar and he's a horrible person because he says this thing with hyperbole or some shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, what? Calm down, man. Like TDS is a hell of a drug. He did Lurch troll. He apologized at the very beginning. Huh. Interesting. But the problem is when that happens though, like let's see. So what, like when in the beginning, he just made a statement. Let's see. We got a timestamp. see if we can get a timestamp. Live. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. Here we go. So, I think. Let's see. So, all right, here we go.
Hi, Ian Crossland. Last night I said some harsh things about Donald Trump, one of which, I should say, I don't like talking about people when they're not here. I want to say anything I would say about someone, I will say to your face when I see you, Donald. I said that I called you a liar.
I love you. Never change. Please never change.
I called you a liar. I think that just because you told a lie in the past doesn't mean that you are a liar still. It means that you lied. So I'm not going to judge you or call you names or any of that. I want to meet you. Thank God what you're doing in East Palestine right now, brother. And we can go from there. We'll get deeper into that on the show if you guys wanna. We got Serge Dupre on the buttons.
Yes. Nice, Ian.
At this, that's fucking hilarious, dude. God, why is it? Help me understand this, chat. Snake Pit, help me understand this. Why is it so fucking hard for people to just support Donald Trump? Why the fuck did their brains get so fucking twisted and melted, and they feel like they have to half the time apologize for Trump and the other half talk about how great he is? It doesn't make sense. Tim Pool has been so wishy-washy on Trump for so long. Like, on one hand, he's like, he's great, he's wonderful, and he's like, we don't need Trump anymore. He's too old. We need someone else. It's like, how can you say how he was the great president he was, but we don't need him anymore? It makes no sense. Now Tim's back on the pro-Trump bandwagon, I guess. I never left it, and most of you never left it. And that's the difference right now. Why are there so many indecisive people that just can't commit to it? He's the answer. Your feelings mean nothing in this equation. Just look at the truth of it. He's the answer. Look at how this country was running when he was in charge. Look at the things that he accomplished when everybody was trying to, just ruin his path to greatness. And he overcame all of it. It just boggles my mind. Like, there's so much wishy-washy bullshit. Again, this all started for me. This whole journey online. Maybe some of you know this, maybe some of you don't. This whole journey online started back in 2015. Obviously, I've always liked Donald Trump as an entertainer, as a businessman, whatever. I've always liked him. I've always thought he was an entertaining asshole. That's how I've always viewed Donald Trump, an entertaining asshole. And so he obviously decided to run for president. I thought, like, there's no way this man's actually running for president, but damn, this is going to be great. Because I've talked about politics many times. Politics is a broken system, and it has been for a long time. Why? Now, some of you may be old enough to remember this. Some of you don't. I don't know. Why did Bill Clinton, what was the claim to fame for Bill Clinton when he was running for president? He went on Arsenio Hall, and he played the saxophone with sunglasses. And there was this narrative that he was going to be the first black president. That was kind of this running gimmick because he was cool. He was suave. You could connect with Bill Clinton. It really wasn't about him being a governor. It wasn't about his accomplishments. It was about trivial bullshit, And that's what really kind of made Bill Clinton this relatable figure. Okay? That was it. It wasn't policy. It wasn't accomplishment. It was none of that. All right? Because that's what politics has always been about. And then, we move into the George Bush nonsense. George W. Bush. He was the kind of guy you could have a beer with. He's just a good old boy, and I could just hang out with him. He failed at every fucking thing he had done prior. Look it up. George Bush was nothing but a silver spoon rich kid who failed at everything, but his daddy was president, and he had so many advantages. He was a fucking failure at everything. George Bush sucks. But he was a good old boy because it wasn't about all of his accomplishments because he didn't have any. And he became president. Then we go into where? Obama. Why did Obama get elected? Why did the community organizer and the one-term senator get elected to the highest office in the land? Was it his accomplishments? Was it that stunning record of being a community organizer? No. He had a name the media fell in love with. He had the identity that they wanted. He was an amazing speaker when he had a teleprompter. He had charisma. That's what it was all about. So you look at these paths of all of these people that became president. None of it was about policy. None of it. Because politics was a broken system. So guess who shows up to the party next? Donald Trump. And guess what? He broke the system. He broke the system that was already broken. But he was an outsider, and he came in there and he used that same exact template that everybody else was using, which was nothing to do with policy, nothing to do with politics, nothing to do with that shit. He used his star power. He used his experience. He used his knowledge of the system, and he fucking broke it. So all these fucking clowns out there crying, Donald Trump's not politically correct. Nobody's politically correct. You have fake people and you have not fake people. There's no such thing as politically correct. It's such a bullshit term, and we all know it. So that's what I'm tired of. So anyway, back to my story. Trump got involved, and I'm like, there's no way this man's going to win. There's no way this dude's going to win. You know, he's just trying to build something, or he's trying to, whatever. He's Donald Trump. There's no way that Donald Trump's actually going to win. But I'm here for the fucking entertainment of it. And at that time, because I don't trust any political party whatsoever. And you looked at the Republican side, and I'm like, Jeb Bush, no, I want nothing to do with the Bush crime family. Marco Rubio's a clown. I wasn't a fan of Ted Cruz. And so you look at the Democratic side, and obviously Hillary, nobody wanted Hillary. I felt like from a political outsider, even though he's a clown, I felt like Bernie Sanders was the guy that could upset the system on the Democratic side. And so I was like, look, if anybody at this, because Trump's not really here to run. He's here to market. And so I was like, I guess if anything, I'd rather have Bernie than Hillary. You know what I mean? And Trump kept destroying everybody. And we had the first debate, and he came up there and he called Rosie O'Donnell fat. He called Rosie O'Donnell fat. And it was the greatest thing ever. And suddenly he started because the whole thing was, as the Republican nominees get smaller, there's no way that he can actually defeat Jeb Bush one-on-one. There's no way he can defeat Marco Rubio one-on-one. There's no way he can defeat Ted Cruz one-on-one. But he fucking did it. And I was blown away. I couldn't believe it. But I was really silent about being a Trump supporter. I kept that shit. Now, no one knew who I was online per se. We had a little bitty Facebook group for geeks and gamers. But I didn't talk my politics. I certainly wasn't going to tell people I was a Trump supporter because it was so divisive at the time, and I'm in the gaming world. After Trump gets elected, Geeks and Gamers starts to do okay. But I started to see people weaponizing political opinions. I started to see these fucking, blue-haired land whales just trying to expose people. Like, I heard a rumor so-and-so's a Trump supporter. Don't support that company. And I kept seeing that. And I'm like, well, I'm a Trump supporter. People don't know this, but I don't really want them to weaponize my personal political opinion. So I'm just going to own the fact that I'm a Trump supporter publicly. I'm going to talk about it publicly. I'm going to tell people that I am a Trump supporter, and I'm not going to apologize for it. In fact, I'm going to lean into it. And the more people get upset, I'm going to lean harder into it, because I'm not here to apologize to anybody for my personal opinion. It doesn't mean that I'm going to demand that you think like me and believe like me. It just means that I'm not going to let you weaponize my opinion because you have a case of TDS. And that's ultimately where we end up here today. And I just will not apologize for it. I just don't. I will never apologize for being a Trump supporter. And I think other people need to get to that point as well. They just need to stop apologizing and quit being scared to be canceled over your political opinion, because it's nonsense. Hayden for $20. Hayden 75 in the house. The only issue I have with all the Trump is that I worry about a repeat of 2020. The anger and the fear they have of him will cause the machine to go right back to work. That fortify the election BS article from Politico again. I hear you on that, Hayden. I do. And I think it's a very valid thing. And he also, Hayden with another 10 says, we need a win and with somebody who will change the rules. That's Trump. But without the rules changed first, can he or anyone else win? If I think he's the only person that can win, but it's still not going to be easy. But things are changing. As a matter of fact, let me play you guys a video that I watched today from one of my favorite YouTube channels. Because I think this is interesting. Okay. Let me pull this up because this is I think this is a very interesting topic that I didn't really understand it at first. But now I kind of do. And it's kind of beyond, like, it's kind of bigger than I thought it was. Right. So this is on Valuetainment. I know you guys probably know who Valuetainment is. I love this channel. But these comments that Elon Musk had to say about cancel culture. I don't know if you guys heard this yet, but this is really interesting. I'm not going to watch the whole video. It's 17 minutes long. But if you're not aware of Valuetainment, you should be. It's a fantastic channel. Patrick is amazing. He's awesome. One of my favorite guys on YouTube. I love this dude right here. Okay. PBD is awesome.
Elon, the CEO of Twitter, recently declared that cancel culture is over. Just months after his takeover the social media company, he made the comment on Tuesday following an exchange between journalist Matt Taibbi and Joe Rogan on Rogan's podcast. Joe Rogan shared on the podcast that people aren't scared to speak their mind on Twitter, and you're seeing so much pushback since Musk's acquisition. They're not worried about losing their account, which they were before. Rogan added Taibbi, who helped publish some of Musk's Twitter files, said, I hope people are feeling encouraged to say more now. When Musk bought Twitter in October of 2022 for $44 billion, he promised to protect free speech on the platform, saying that Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated. Musk had previously declared that cancel culture needs to be canceled, and he's saying now it's officially canceled. Do you think cancel culture is officially canceled?
As a moment of yesterday, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. As of right now, do you think right now people, the whole concept of worrying about getting your channel shut down or your YouTube or your Twitter account taken away from you, or Facebook, now that Trump got Twitter back, he got Facebook back, he got all of these accounts back. Do you think the days of being afraid of speaking out are behind us?
That's interesting because my posters shows as a sensitive post to a lot of my followers
on Twitter, or
on Twitter.
So before we go further into the video, I do not think that cancel culture is over, not even close. But as this conversation continues to evolve, Elon's essentially saying that in respect to Twitter, but I still don't agree with that either, because we've seen some of the problems on Twitter. Brittany Venti, a name that someone is saying in the chat right now. Alex Jones isn't back. Ye isn't back. So I know Krista's actually, Krista's a fan of her, the North Korean girl. So, it's, but as this conversation goes, there's a point behind why I wanted you guys to hear this conversation, because I think it's important to the discussion about what Hayden brought up. So let's continue on and let's hear what they're having to say, because it does evolve a little more, and then we will continue the discussion here.
Twitter.
Really?
Actually on Twitter.
Interesting.
Yeah. So even till this morning, someone was like, why can't I see her post? So it's a real comments I get. You guys don't get that.
No, of course.
No.
You're talking about shadow banning? Or?
Yeah. I mean, if you post, then it says it's sensitive material.
Of
you have
course.
to click one more
Yeah,
to see it.
on Twitter,
Yeah,
on
on
Facebook, absolutely.
It's happened to me on Twitter a few times. I've still gotten like the warning message where it's like, are you sure you want to tweet this? Yes, I'm sure I wanted to tweet it. That's why I tweeted it. So I have gotten those couple of warning messages for sure. So I continue on.
I don't see it on Twitter.
That's
Let me look at your tweets.
So my followers
Interesting.
keep saying that, like, why can't I see this post? So like I think maybe at least 30% does that. Yeah.
It's fun because I posted something on Instagram, and then a bunch of people and had nothing to do with COVID, but it kept putting this the COVID warning.
How recent was that?
This was about a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely nothing about COVID. But people are like, why do we see this? It's a comedy sketch about something completely different. But Instagram is still putting that tag on it.
Instagram is. Facebook is.
Yep.
I don't know if YouTube is doing anything with it, but YouTube will still comment on, hey, this one a little bit too far, or certain things would say. Do you think cancel culture is over with?
I think this is what is known as a self-fulfilling prophecy.
What he says is 100% what I think right here. This is what I believe in terms of that question
that our friend Elon Musk is reaching out for. I think we're starting to see the infancy stages of cancel culture, like this anti-woke agenda that Ron DeSantis and certain other people are sort of spearheading. No, I don't think cancel culture is over. And I'll tell you why, because you also have tens of millions of Gen Z, for the most part, who are the kickstarters of cancel culture, and they're not going anywhere. And they're doubling down on some of their things that they believe in, their ideology, whether it's sort of the LGBT stuff or whether it's the critical race theory or whether it's a 1619 project. These things aren't going anywhere. What I think will help identify sort of like the canary in the coal mine of where cancel culture will be is the 2024 election. We'll see where that kind of goes, because I think if it is Ron DeSantis or even Trump on the right versus whoever ends up being on the left, if it's a Biden or a Newsom or a Kamala or whoever, I think that'll be sort of an identifier. But no, I do not think that it is over. I think even within Twitter, it is not over. I think that he's done a good job of making it more of a free speech platform, but I think he still removed Kanye. I think there's some certain things. So
he didn't remove Kanye. He suspended Kanye.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by the way,
same thing.
I don't think it is, though. I think that is like there's a difference between getting your license suspended and taken away, right? If you get listen, I had 21 speeding tickets. One day I'm driving with a guy. I'm trying to teach him how to sell insurance policies. This is 18 years ago, 17 years ago. Cop pulls me over, says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm on the 101 freeway. I'm trying to get to a client's house." He says, "What are you doing driving with a suspended license?" I said, "I don't even know if my license has been suspended. Your license is suspended for a year." I had to get out of the car. Somebody had to come pick me up, take me. Guess what? Yes, I deserve to have my license suspended at the time. But then I got it back.
Yeah.
And then I lost it again. I got it back again. But eventually, I'm driving, right? Yeah. Cancel culture, I think when Elon is saying this, he may be right because to him, think about if you're Elon Musk. Elon Musk is for sure, cancel culture is for sure canceled for him on Twitter.
100%.
Did you understand what I mean by that?
1000%.
So for sure it's canceled for him on Twitter. Now, do I think it's decreased on Twitter? Yes.
100%.
Do I think people are saying stuff on Twitter that they couldn't get away with, a year ago? 1,000,000%.
Yes.
I don't think you could have gone away with it 6 months ago on Twitter.
I agree with that. And kind of that's kind of where the point of the discussion moves, where we still have a significant amount of time for everything to happen in 2024 in terms of the elections and everything like that. What do we have, a year and a half, whatever. So a lot of time for things to play out. And we see how quickly this whole thing with Elon happened on Twitter. And now we're seeing Facebook, kind of copy Elon's whole Twitter blue thing. We're seeing Instagram copy it. There's so much to this equation that people's voices are slowly but surely being opened up a little more. Obviously, Twitter's not perfect. I've criticized Twitter a lot recently, especially with the Eliza Blue nonsense and the Brittany Venti being suspended and everything that Eliza Blue did. She completely abused this system. She abused the system and she abused her connection to Elon or whoever she had a connection with at Twitter. She abused it. And that is a fact. It's a fact that, hey, there's other IRL podcasts that don't want to talk about that. They're fine talking about censorship stories, but they don't want to talk about a censorship story involving Eliza Blue, which makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Tim Pool became famous because he destroyed Twitter executives over censorship. And then he wouldn't talk about a censorship story on Twitter. It's wild, but it was a problem. But in terms of beyond that, Twitter has gotten better, okay? Has it gotten substantially better? Kind of. but there's still a lot of problems with it. And but I do think that as we move to the 2024 election, as we see Facebook, as we see Instagram, they've unbanned Trump. You know, they're trying to copy a lot of Elon's methods and stuff like that with Twitter. I think it's possible that the dynamic and the pendulum can shift substantially before the 2024 election, which changes everything. Think back to 2020. They took Parler down. Parler was blowing up. We went from having Parler. I'm sorry, we went from having Twitter a left-wing echo chamber. The president of the United States was banned. There's all this stuff. People were being censored. You couldn't say certain stuff, yada, yada, yada. And then Parler started blowing up. And then they took Parler down. That was a very low point for me and for a lot of people based on how corrupt the system was. Now, here we are, where I do agree that there are a lot of criticisms for Elon Musk, and I'm all for people throwing those criticisms out there. But I do think that it has gotten better, and the trends are moving in the right direction. And now you see Facebook and Instagram changing their approach. And I think it's in this video, but they bring up the YouTube situation here in just a minute, if I'm not mistaken.
Do I think some things are broken because the new engineers? I'll give you an idea. We have a app that we developed. Tom knows this story. So we moved away from one of the developers that we hired. We moved away to a bigger developer because of a team of 500 people, and they can do stuff for us that the other guys couldn't do. The new developers updated 7 different things that worked incredibly well, but they broke 2 things that was working well.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
7 things work sick, but 2 things that were not broken, they broke it by trying to fix 7 other things.
Yeah.
So I think Elon's Tesla engineers or whoever he brought in right now may be breaking some stuff while fixing 80 things. And I think the users have to be a little bit patient, but people are not afraid of saying stuff today.
I think that's a fair point with the things that are breaking. I do think it's a fair point. I'm not sure I buy it completely, but I do think it's a fair point to at least acknowledge that Twitter's probably a pretty crazy system that they're trying to work out, and they've gotten rid of a ton of people. So I can acknowledge that that's fair. I just don't necessarily believe it.
Than they were afraid of 6 months ago.
But Adam made a great point, but let's just say Trump wins in 2024. You don't think, because I know they're cleaning up in all these Twitter files and the FBI is embedded, and the FBI is going to Twitter and monitoring for a political party. You don't think they're still going to be there if, let's say, Trump wins? Those people are still there. The FBI, to me, is all left, all Democrat voting. I remember that one time I asked, how many Republicans are actually in the FBI? When the FBI is that involved, bro, it's going to come back.
That's a damn good point. The FBI is completely compromised, 100%. But by 100%, the FBI is compromised. I believe that, and that's an extension beyond the social media element for sure.
You'll see.
Let me. I don't necessarily agree that all the FBI or the CIA is all Democrat.
The majority is.
However, what I do want to ask, since you're a comedian, is how many times can you be canceled? What do I mean? We just saw that Roseanne Arnold, or whatever, she goes by these days, Roseanne was canceled.
Yeah.
Right? A few years back. And now she's on tour again. And her whole thing is, well, you can't cancel me again.
Yeah.
It's like even Andrew Tate as an example. It's like, I've already been canceled. The Matrix has used all their bullets. Well, now they've used another one. He's in jail. But can you get canceled again, I guess, is the question.
I mean, you just nailed it, though. She was canceled. Remember, she did the national anthem, and she mocked it. That was one of the first cancels.
Yeah.
They were like, you're done.
They just laughed at her. Canceled was like,
no, Americans.
When they pull you off of your show, they remove you from your platform, you're done. That's what happened with Roseanne.
I think you make a good point about the 2024 election, Adam, is that we're going to see how does the populace really think about candidates and about what they stand for these kind of things. And that's going to show up. But what I think Elon Musk was saying is, I can't read his mind, but the way I read it is cancel culture is done at Twitter. I'm done taking orders from the outside. We're trying to fix things and do it. And I think he was very adamant about that. And I think he's also saying, and I'm not going away. And I think it was a vision statement for the rest of us, because I see it's not getting better. everywhere. Certain places it's getting better. Everybody's like, oh, change the leadership at YouTube. Maybe this is a sign that some things are going to be different. Maybe you can have an opinion on COVID that won't get shut down at YouTube. And I think so. I that's why I read it, Pat. I read it kind of as a vision statement, and I'm not going away. And cancel culture is done at Twitter, and he knows his impact on the rest of the world. He's an influence.
So that was I think they mentioned a little bit more, but I don't want to watch the whole video. We've watched about half of the video now. Valuetainment, great channel. If you guys want to go check out the rest of that video, you can go over to their channel. I'm sure mods can drop links on it as well. But that's the whole thing. Like, what with Susan Wojcicki being removed from YouTube. Now, apparently it was her call, which I'm not sure I buy that at all. But at the same time, I don't know. I have nothing to prove that it's anything other than her making a volunteering to step away. But do I think that that's a good move for YouTube? As I've said, trust the devil you do know instead of the devil that you don't know. So I don't know if it's a good move. I really don't. I don't know what it has to do with. I don't know what the ramifications are. I really don't know. But I think it's an interesting point that was, up there that they brought up. But to kind of circle back to the original point of that, as this pendulum continues to swing in whatever way it's going to swing and how far it's going to swing, I think that really opens up the discussion more, because going back to how things were in 2020, when Parler got taken down, when people were being banned all over social media, when Donald Trump, the sitting president of the United States, was banned off of every major social media platform, that was a low point. That was a low point for all of us. And now looking at where we are because of the purchase of Twitter by Elon Musk and opening up those floodgates, I think we're poised to look very different in about a year from now in the social media landscape and how people's voices can be utilized. So that's going to be an important part of it right there. So time is going to tell for sure. But I do think it's an interesting way to look at it. Shout out to all of you. It is 1:30 and we got 1,500 people here. The snake pit is off the chain. The Cobra crew is in the house. Really happy that you guys are enjoying this show. You guys have no idea how much I'm enjoying this show. I look forward to it all the time. And it's because of you. It's because of your enthusiasm. It's because of the memes. It's because of the shit talking. It's because of the fun that we're having. And that's the best part of it. So smash the melee button if you are enjoying CobraCast IRL here on the D-Day Cobra channel, my channel. It is awesome. I see the snake emojis. I see the D-Day Cobra emojis. That's what it's all about right there. Loving it, loving it, loving it. All right, so let me catch a couple of these super chats because, as you guys know, I appreciate your super chats. Raging Bull for $20. Hey, Cobra, finally caught your life to drop some caught you live, I think is what you meant, to drop some shekels. I want to thank you for being real and not sucking Corpo D. I'm so sick of these people right now trying to purity spiral the right. I've been seeing it more and more. I agree, man. And like, it's there is so much money out there to be made by corporates, America. There really is, and I know why people fall into it. I don't hate on anybody for getting your money if that's what you need to do, but people that try to pretend to be based and super authentic and all of that, like that's the part I don't like. So like, for instance, let's talk about something really quick. Actually, I'm going to bring this point up. Matt Walsh in the quartering. This one's going to be an interesting discussion. The reason I bring this up is because it's easy to preach. Those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. Now, I don't think Matt Walsh necessarily has anything to hide, okay? But Matt Walsh had some comments that he, had about quartering and a few other people, okay? Now, I didn't even know about this until I was sent a super chat, okay, on Tuesday night's main event about this. And I haven't looked too far into it, but I have seen him in quartering. I guess like quartering's on like an apology tour now. I love you, Jeremy. You're my boy. Okay, you've always had my back, but Jesus Christ, like stop apologizing. Just stop. Holy crap, the public apologies are cringe beyond belief. But Matt Walsh basically what did he say? He said essentially he was just saying like, oh, don't hold back, call it like it is. Don't back down, blah, 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 blah. Right? That's a great message, Matt. That's a wonderful message. It's a fantastic message. So why did you back down when you were on Joe Rogan and the conversation about gay people came up? Why did you back down? Why did you hold back on Joe Rogan's show? That's my problem here is when someone like him who has a built-in infrastructure of the Daily Wire, he can say whatever he wants pretty much, and they could get away with it on the Daily Wire because they have connections. But when you were on Joe Rogan's show, Matt Walsh, you cucked. You cucked to Joe Rogan. He destroyed Matt Walsh. He destroyed him over the gay marriage thing. And you didn't just basically come out there and say, fuck these freaks, I don't like them. No, you didn't. You were as politically correct as you could be when you were sitting across from Joe Rogan. So don't sit there and act like you're this holier than thou person. You know what I mean? It just, I don't like that. So I thought about that. I was like, you're telling other people not to back down, not to hold back. Don't hold back. Call it like it is. Well, you back down to Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan made you look really bad, really bad. Now, I didn't have a problem with that because I understand like certain situations you have to behave in certain ways in certain situations. I totally understand that. So when Matt Walsh had that, like I never commented on the whole thing with Joe Rogan because I'm like, all right, whatever, he kind of got twisted up. I understood Matt Walsh was just trying to be as understanding of the environment he was in, and he was respecting Joe Rogan's house. That's fine. So then why are you being Mr. Big Bad Billy Badass all of a sudden? No, we're not going to back down. Okay, then where was that energy when you were sitting across from Joe Rogan? So don't act like you're some Billy Badass who's just willing to tell it wherever, because Joe Rogan absolutely annihilated you because you weren't willing to say exactly how you felt about gay people in front of Joe Rogan. You tried to be as understanding and, politically correct about it while still trying to make your opinion valid and get that point across. You cucked. So that's what my problem is with that situation. And I'm just, I'm not here to make friends with anybody. I'm just here to give my opinion to the audience. And people can feel how they want. More than likely, Geeks and Gamers could have probably had a great connection with Daily Wire. I've probably fucked that way up at this point because I've criticized them so much. Even though a lot of these clowns on social media think I have a contract with Daily Wire, I don't. I do have a contract. And I guess I should go ahead and admit that right now. Should I admit that I do have a contract? Are you guys aware of this? People are saying I have a contract to Blaze, and I'm funded by the Blaze. I'm funded by the Daily Wire. I do have a contract. Yes, I do. I'm waiting for the chat to catch up. So, Guts is here. Says hello, Jeremy. Yes. Yep, I have a contract. I have a contract with my audience. That's the only contract I have. I have a contract with my audience. And my contract is I'm going to be as honest with you as I can, and I'm going to try to give you as entertaining of a show as I possibly can. That's who I work for. So no, I'm not backed by the Daily Wire. I'm not backed by the Blaze. I'm not backed by anybody other than the people in this chat and the people that subscribe to our channels. That's who I'm backed by. So there you have it right there. Let's see. Bam! Gabe says this is literally the greatest live stream ever. Hail Cobra. Thank you so much, Gabe. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, in all seriousness though, like I have nothing against the Daily Wire or Matt Walsh or anything like that. I have criticisms of them sometimes, and their anti-Trump stuff is really the thing that I don't like the most. But yeah, I mean, we've collaborated with the Daily Wire. We've been out to some of their events. They've treated us wonderfully, for the record. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to just go, oh, I can't criticize Daily Wire because, I have access to the Daily Wire. Well, it's not. I will work with the Daily Wire in terms of, projects, or if they want to have me on. We got a nice bump from when we were on there with them. They've treated us wonderfully. They've been great. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to give my criticisms if I have criticisms. And my biggest problem with Daily Wire is there seems to be an anti-Trump narrative surrounding the big personalities at the Daily Wire. They're very much want Trump to be this perfect political candidate. And I'm tired of it. That's why the left keeps winning. Vic Whiplash, did you see Trump grand jury 4-woman's media tour? She's insane. Bro, did I ever? That chick is nuts. Like, it is crazy how deranged she is. Although we do have I got a clip right here, Jay Hailstorm. So this is breaking news. We got breaking news. Donald Trump. We actually, you might. This is. I think this is real. So this is the president, Joe Biden. And here we go.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Oh, shout out. Oh boy, that was good. That was good right there, man. Dude, Joe Biden's so embarrassing. I didn't miss 2 super chats. I've got probably a lot more than 2 that I haven't gotten to yet, but I will get to them. I promise. Okay, let's good Lord, man. This is derangement right here to another level, okay? This is derangement to another level right here.
Did you personally want to hear from the former president? I wanted to hear from the former president, but honestly, I kind of wanted to subpoena the former president because I got to swear everybody in. And so I thought it'd be really cool to get 60 seconds with President Trump of me looking at him and being like, do you solemnly swear? And me getting to swear him in. I kind of just thought that would be an awesome moment.
What the hell? Look at this psychopath. Look at this. What the hell are we looking at? Oh my gosh, hang on. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I can find it. But that right here, it's wild, man. Hang on. I gotta find it, see if I can find it. Because this applies if I can find it. I don't think it's still on YouTube. They've taken so many. Here we go. There's so many people that's got this. All right, here we go. I got it. All right, this applies right here. This is a channel that's got it. So, so right here we go. This is what I think. You can apply this chick to this right here.
I will then weigh it, but I'm never a lesser of two evils person, but with Hillary, there's not even the same universe. I mean, she is an abject, psychopathic demon from hell that as soon as she gets into power is going to try to destroy the planet. I'm sure.
Tell me it doesn't apply. Tell me it doesn't apply to what we just saw.
Of that, and people around her saying she's so dark now and so evil and so possessed that they are having nightmares. They're freaking out. Folks, let me just tell you something. If the media wants to go with this, that's fine. There are dozens of videos and photos of Obama having flies land on him indoors at all times of year, and he'll be next to 100 people and no one has flies on him. Hillary, reportedly, I mean, I was told people around her that they think she's demon possessed, okay? I'm just going to go ahead and say it, okay? They said they're scared. That's why when I see her, when kids are by her, I actually get scared myself for the child. I mean, that big rubber face and that. I mean, this woman is dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you. She is a demon. This is biblical. She's going to launch a nuclear war. The Russians are scared of her. You want to be part of this delusion club, the delusionites, the delusionals, where you think you're a winner and you think everything's okay because you said so. You're living in your own world. I know I'm right.
Bro, I love Alex Jones so much. I love that man unconditionally. There's another one, if I can find it. But that's what I thought when I saw her. I'm like, bro, she's a demon. Like, that's who she sounds like, a demon. Hang on, let me see if I can find. There's another clip of Alex Jones talking about Obama and Hillary. We'll have to find it. Jay Hailstorm, there's another one he's talking about Hillary and Obama and how she's a demon and all that, but I can't. YouTube has scrubbed so much of Alex Jones stuff, it's hard to find it now. But yeah, back to that forewoman. Like, this is a person. This is a person. All right. Like, oh, wait till you see what Anderson Cooper said. So this is from CNN talking about that forewoman. Like, this is the level we are at where CNN can't even comprehend it.
Why this person is talking on TV, I do not understand. She's clearly enjoying herself.
Yeah.
But I mean, is this responsible? She was the foreperson of this grand jury.
This is a horrible idea, and I guarantee you that prosecutors are wincing watching her go on this.
I was wincing just watching her eagerness to, like, hint at stuff.
It's painful in that respect. This is a very serious prospect here. We're talking about indicting any person. You're talking about potentially taking away that person's liberty. We're talking about potentially a former president for the first time in this nation's history. She does not seem to be taking that very seriously.
There's no reason for her to be out talking.
No,
Right.
It's a prosecutor's nightmare. Mark my words. Donald Trump's team is going to make a motion if there's an indictment to dismiss that indictment based on grand jury impropriety. She's not supposed to be talking about anything, really, but she's really not supposed to be talking about the deliberations. She's talking about what specific witnesses they saw, what the grand jury thought of them. She says some of them we found credible, some of them we found funny. I don't know why that's relevant, but she's been saying we found this guy funny or interesting. I think she's potentially crossing a line here. It's going to be a real problem for prosecutors.
It's amazing. Now, CNN can't even defend this crazy woman. You know what I mean? Like, that's the level we're at. CNN can't even do it. It's wild. It's so funny. Who thought this was a good idea? Who in their right mind thought this was a good idea? Wow. I mean, that's TDS. That's TDS in a nutshell. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about was, so this is funny because I don't know how many of you even, I'll be honest. All right. The only reason I know who this person is because of Steph and Krista. I'm going to bring them in really quick. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
So I know you're both tired. So I know who this weirdo is because you guys. Jeffree Star.
Oh, Jeffree Star.
So what's funny is, like, even people like Jeffree Star are kind of like calling out the bullshit, which I think Jeffree Star has always called it out, right? Is that from what you told me, Steph?
Yeah, Jeffree Star has always thought like this. He's very outspoken about the type of person he is and about, like, the things that he believes, and this isn't anything new. In fact, a lot of people are saying, like, this he's always called himself, like, he hasn't called himself like a woman or anything like that. He's always been, these are just always his thoughts, you know. However, at the same time, a lot of people are calling him, you know, based, and are calling him like
he ain't based.
He's not based.
He's
not based.
You got one right here. Jeffree kind of based.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the way he's thought for a long
this
time.
Dude is a dude. Well, Jeffree
Yeah,
would actually
he
agree
actually
with you.
he
So
actually went whenever he said all of this and he got a lot of backlash. He did go on his Instagram and double down. That's the one thing about Jeffree. He doesn't back down to anyone, and he tells you not to back down to anyone. He is consistent in the way he thinks and the way he talks. But at the same time, he's not based. Like I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, he's based." He's not. This isn't anything new.
Let's listen to this clip right here.
I'm not into all the other bullshit. I think
What other bullshit?
the they and them.
Yeah.
And all that extra shit that we added during the pandemic because everyone was so bored on their fucking houses. They just started to make up more shit and more shit.
More stuff.
Yeah. That's where the conservatives like me because I'm just real.
Yeah, you do have a conservative
you're not
vibe to
they
you.
and them. You're trans, you're male, or you're female.
And you're standing on
people
that.
get so mad when I say that. How are you a they? What the fuck does that mean? It's stupid is what it is.
Yeah.
But you need someone like me that looks like me to say it. Because if you say it, it turns into you're homophobic. You hate trans people. You hate gays. And it's just how you feel. You don't hate anyone. You just think it's stupid. I'm not into all the...
I mean, look, for all the weirdness of it, he's 100% right. And that's so funny. Because that's Jeffree Star is a person that all these weirdos would actually rally around if he had the opinions they want. But now he's probably a threat to humanity now because he had that opinion.
Yeah, Jeffree Star has always been a controversial figure. He owns it. He's apologized for it multiple times, and he's not apologizing for his past anymore. But every time he says anything controversial, anytime that he speaks out about something that they don't agree with, they bring up his past all the time. Yeah. It doesn't matter how many times he's apologized for it. They bring it up, and I believe he said that like he's bored of it. He's bored. They bring it up every time, and it just doesn't faze him anymore. So he is who he is. He has his beliefs, and he sticks with them. He doesn't care about being canceled anymore.
That's a good take. It's not even that base. It's just common sense, dude. It's
Yeah.
a freak. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. But anyway, I know you ladies are tired, so I'll let you go backstage. So
Cool.
we'll probably go for another 30 minutes, and that'll be it. Okay. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right, y'all okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Chat, say bye.
Bye.
Oh, look at there. Hang on. Oh my God. Hang on. There you go. Damn, that Steph chick is hot. Hell yeah, sure. I like it. The hell yeah. And then the next one, Pete Booty Gag says, "Is Jeffree Star single?" Oh shit!
He's not.
All
I
right.
think he's dating an NFL player.
Oh God, I don't even want to think about that. All right, bye, ladies.
Bye.
All right, so yeah, so I mean, ultimately, there we go. There's one for you guys. You have Gator 812. Steph and Krista are underrated. You're underrated, ladies.
Yeah, we know.
I think I'm overrated.
Bye. All right, thank you guys for the support on that. Yeah, so you know, it's disgusting. Oh, you want the disgusting clip for Jeffree Star? We can definitely bring that one right here. Here we go. This is for the chat. The chat wants this for Jeffree Star.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
Alex is so great. So great. By the way, there was somebody at the beginning of the stream, and he was like, "I like CobraCast, but I think Jeremy's brainwashed." And I commented back. I'm like, I'd love to hear how you think I'm brainwashed. And I'm not saying it like that you can't prove me wrong or prove that I am. I'd love to hear what you think about me being. How do you think I'm brainwashed? I would love an example of that so that I can then respond. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you can actually. I don't even know if you're still here. I mean, that was an hour and a half ago, probably. So to be fair, you may not be here anymore. But I'd love to know exactly why you think I'm brainwashed, because I would love to challenge that. We got a great crowd here still. CobraCast. Holy shit, man. Thank you guys for making this show so awesome. I don't make this show awesome. You make this awesome. I feed off of your energy and your enthusiasm. That's what this is about. I have not had this much fun on YouTube in years. I don't know how many of you have been following me since the early Geeks and Gamers days, but I used to do these solo streams. We used to have fun. We used to have memes. We used to cut up, talk shit back and forth to each other. And I miss those things. So as Growing Geese and Gamers, I've gotten so busy with all these other channels and these streams and making videos that I did not do solo streams for a long time. And this CobraCast thing has rejuvenated so much of my enthusiasm, and that is because of you. And I just want to thank you so much for making this possible and keeping me motivated. Every single time now I go live, I know there's going to be people there to keep the enthusiasm flowing. The Snake Pit will be there. The Cobra crew will be there. And that's the best part of it. So, Eric K says, I still don't follow you. What's up, Eric K? Hell yeah, man. I love hearing that. I do. And, you know, I definitely, all things to Temple as well. You're damn right. Fadcast IRL. Been following since January 2018. The High Council. Now that's some old school stuff right there. What happened to the Council of Jeremys? Well, that's the thing. And I'm glad you brought that up. I think it should be called the Council of Cobras now. I don't know. Council of Cobra sounds cool. I saw Justin is in the chat. And he kind of created the Council of Jeremys. And that was kind of a meme that just kind of, you know, like died off when I stopped doing the solo streams. Let's see. Dude, fuck you. Been like 4+ years, been waiting. For what? Solo streams? I'm sorry. I'm here now, though. I'm here. I remember, Jeremy, back in 2019. It's so great these live streams are back, and they ain't going nowhere. Ain't going nowhere. They're only going to get better and better. They're only going to get better and better. Love the snake emojis. From Florida as well, man, and love DeSantis, but Trump is the right path forward. Soros wants to endorse DeSantis and divide the party. Trump is the way. Trump's always been the way, and he's always going to be the way. Lying face has a lying dog face pony soldier. Has anyone seen Alex Jones indie music on YouTube? It's awesome. Yes, Yellow Flash uses it as an intro. I think we'll play that real quick, and then we're gonna do super chats. So, have you guys heard the Alex Jones indie folk song? If you haven't, you are in for one of the greatest treats of your lifetime. Shout out to Yellow Flash. This is one of the greatest things ever made right here. Some of you have not heard this. Are you kidding me? What? Are you kidding me? Some of you have not heard this work of art. This is a work of art. Okay? This is a work of art right here. We're going full screen on this. I'm giving full screen to this. This is so good. You're welcome. Shout out to Yellow Flash. Let's start this party.
The paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers scum. They're on giant death factories keeping babies alive. They're selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we want to eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type. And chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good. Oh, they're so sweet.
It is so great, man. Shout out to Yellow Flash. Yellow Flash kept that one alive for a long time. Holy crap. Oh, they're so good. Oh, they're so sweet. Let me share it. I'll just drop the link in the chat. It's got 10 million views on it. 10 million views on that song, man. There it is right there. So freaking great, man. Alex Jones is a national treasure. Nothing's going to change that. Oh my goodness, dude. Love that guy so much. All right. I see you guys. So we're going to run through some super chats. And I appreciate all of you being here. CobraCast happens Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It happens Mondays after Mario Kart on the main Geeks and Gamers channel. It happens Wednesday after Fortnite on the main Geeks and Gamers channel. And it happens Friday after Friday Night Tights over on their Drotics channel. So we got, a lot of stuff that's going on. I wanted to, because I know we did the poll in the chat and I talked to you guys and I was like, hey, what time do you want me to do this? And you guys wanted me to go head to head with Tim Pool. It's not like I can compete with him, but we're going to try it. But what I don't want to do, I don't want to start the show and have a hard out. So essentially, if I started at the same time as Tim Pool, I would have to stop it like right at a certain time. And I don't want to do that because I may have to leave super chats hanging and all of that. And I don't want to do that because I have these other prior commitments that I have to be at. So that's why we do them after these streams. And if I have to lose a little sleep, then so be it. At least I get time to talk to all of you and we don't have to be on a fixed time per se. So there you go. That's why. We've got Paul. I nominate. Oh yeah, I got that one. For $10. I got that one. Admiral Pete with the beard of shame. Jason says, I prefer DeSantis, but it would be smarter for DeSantis to wait for the next election. All of the Trump loyalists will be in his pocket the next cycle. Fighting Trump now will result in him losing votes. 100% agree. DM for $1.99. I got that one. We want Salty and Gina. Modelicious for $5. Got that one. I got Lying Face. I got Gabe's. Joseph says, so you don't think Ty Cobb was the GOAT downright dirty baseball player? Hang on. So you don't think Ty Cobb was the GOAT downright dirty ball player? I mean, if you're asking me who I think is the best baseball player I've ever seen, is Barry Bonds. I don't give a shit about steroids and all of that. Barry Bonds is the greatest player I've ever seen. So, and I think the numbers probably support that Barry Bonds is the best baseball player ever. Him or King Griffey Jr. Cabos says the reason people are wishy-washy over Trump is because angels and demons are fighting in the middle of the weak-minded, and it's over the future of this nation. DeSantis is the future. Be good, Prez, but not now. 100% agree with you. DeSantis is the future. DeSantis is the future. It's just he's not the present. Trump is the present. Alexander says, it's kind of a Cobra contract. Let's go. I have a contract with all of you. That's what. Let's see. Cody J. Braun says, Biden is no longer welcome here in Ohio. Damn right. He doesn't need to be. That's for sure. Vic Whiplash, $10. Thank you. That Performer 387. Jeremy Mimology posted a video of a Ukrainian soldier exposed for wearing an ISIS patch on his uniform. His excuse was he stole it from a dead Ruski. I'll have to check that out. Shout out to Mimology. Love Mimology. Great guy. Always have my back. I'll always have his. David Washington for $10. It is fine enough to disagree or agree on politics or what matters. Hang on. Is it fine enough to disagree or agree on politics or what matters, the war in Ukraine or Ohio? You ended that with a question mark, but I'm going to try to understand what you're asking me. Are you asking me what matters more, the war in Ukraine or Ohio? As an American, Ohio, not even close. Look, no disrespect. I don't care what's going on in another country when I got problems at home, especially when that country's got $100 billion. So no, I don't. I hope that if that sounds terrible, then it's got to sound terrible. I care about what happens in this country. I care about what happens to fellow Americans before I care about another country that I barely don't even know where it's at on the fucking map in the first place. And by the way, the people that have Ukraine flags in their fucking bio and shit, they don't know where Ukraine is either because they're NPCs. They just are programmed to think that they're supposed to care about it, and they just accept whatever terms that they're given. So, you know, it hits a lot closer to home when it's Ohio, when it's literally here in the United States. So I'm not saying don't have any sympathy for Ukraine and Ukrainian people, because I think that you should, and I totally understand that. But if you're asking me a direct question of Ohio over Ukraine, Ohio, easily, not even close, not even close. DM says, no snowflake closet criers allowed. We big D energy. Snake pit rise up. Jimbo says, do you think Booty Judge will get heckled when he visits, or bring his own crowd to make it look like he's welcome? He probably will bring it. He probably will. He'll probably pull in Atlanta Falcons and bring fake crowd noise to make it sound like he's popular. Imagine being Booty Gag. Imagine following Trump now. He has to follow Trump. Nobody gives a shit about you, bro. They didn't care about you prior to this, but certainly now you're going to walk in there. You're going to look so stupid. Gerald Armstrong, $2. Orange Man Bad. Justin Proper. I'm a part of the LGBT community. Jeffree Star is 100% correct. I'm part of the LGBT community. Jeffree is like Jeremy if Jeremy was a woman. What's that, Justin? Yes, Justin is a part of the LGBTQ community, and Justin is awesome. He's been a supporter of Geeks and Gamers and, you know, me for fucking like for 4 or 5 years, it seems like now, man. So shout out to you, buddy. Albie, $10. The late night streams are perfect for my schedule. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. Modalicious. What was the Texas Trump? Hang on. What was that Texas Trump went to during a hurricane? Yes, that was Texas, I believe. I believe that was Texas that Trump went to with Melania, if I'm not mistaken. Nub BN says, take a sip for the snake pit. Swig of water for the snake pit. Swig of water for the working man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Artov says, born in Soviet Union and moved to the U.S. And yes, you're correct. Northern California is the best. MAGA 2024. Yeah, Northern California is stunning. It's beautiful. And, you know, California gets a bad rap because of, you know, like Southern California. But California is a shithole because of the politics, but Northern California is stunning. It's gorgeous. Brendan says, Jeremy, scroll and check my last super chat, please. Krista, did we get that one? Can you see what he's talking about? Maybe put it next to the...
We did get that one. Yeah, we got it already.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Krista. Grizzly Nightmare says, the entire world was watching Trump today. Yes, they were. They watched the real president, and it was glorious. It was glorious. Christopher Mill says, have you seen Donald Trump? Wait, hang on. Is it spelled wrong? You're talking about Sabaton video, right? Yes, I have seen that one, and it's amazing. Let's see. Mike Hill, Nikki Haley should concede now. She won't stand a chance against Trump. Nikki Haley's doing this to sell books and to make some money. She knows she has no chance whatsoever. She has no chance. Vic Whiplash, I have to say you are making Crowder look bad. You filled the hole perfectly. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I don't have anything against Steven Crowder. I've been critical of him a little bit on the whole Daily Wire thing, but I have respect for Steven Crowder. I mean, look, how could you not, man? He's a big conservative voice. I like what he's done, but never really been a consistent viewer of him at all. Joe C, Pure Blood. Hail CobraCast question. Did you see the Y-12 nuclear complex outside of Knoxville caught fire? Surrounding area is exposed to uranium vapor. I did not see that. I'll have to look into that. I saw, so I'm here in Orlando right now. Geeks and Gamers headquarters is here in Orlando. And so we're, and I'm back and forth between Pensacola and Orlando. But there was a pretty crazy shooting here in Orlando that I was trying to keep up with earlier. News crew was apparently shot. Kind of scary situation. So Hayden, what up, Hayden? Was it true that Buttigieg was going to try to go today to try and overshadow Trump? That they were told officials would go to Trump instead. Yes, that from what I heard, that's what happened. These people are so detached from reality. The fact that Buttigieg thinks that he could overshadow Trump. Are you kidding me? Like, here's I have a live reaction to Buttigieg trying to overshadow Trump. Damn. Yeah, that's exactly what would happen when Buttigieg tries to overshadow Donald Trump. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's see. Let's see. Socrates Magoat. Let's see. The Tazaranian woman who held her luggage stolen identified Sam Britton wearing her clothing on Twitter. I nominate Britton for tonight's Beard of Shame. I think that's a good one because I did see those reports earlier. I think Sam Britton is a very, very good choice for Beard of Shame. Jay Hellstorm, what do you think about that one? Modalicious, did you see the Putin clapback speech based Putin? I did. It's pretty crazy. DM says James O'Keefe is a Chad. Defund Project Veritas. Love Gina Carano. Gabe says, Jeremy, here's $5. Can you give me a fuck Joe Biden? Let's go, Brandon. Fuck Joe Biden all day. Lee Pippin. They are liars and criminals. Thank you. Ricky for an IDR. Looks like 10,000. Thank you, Ricky. Sir Yuzaban, I like the part as Ariel said, slaves built this castle. Gabe says, hail Cobra. Hail Gabe. Bird up. Pete Buttigieg gets the beard. I think Buttigieg and Sam Britton. I think that's what we're going to make the poll. Buttigieg and Sam Britton. All right. It's got to be it. Let me do it right now. Okay, so start a poll. I think Britton, Sam Britton, or Pete butt plug. Pete butt plug. All right, Beard of Shame. Who's it gonna be? Here's the poll right here. Beard of Shame. I gotta spell it right. Beard of Shame, Sam Britton or Pete Buttplug. There you go, right there. You guys vote. Jay Hellstorm. When you see whoever wins, you can handle it from there. GM Steelhaven. Cobra Law took the cartoon and comics from a pro. I got that one. Gerald Armstrong. Biden for Beard of Shame for falling up the steps again. I think Biden's going to have a lot of opportunities to have Beard of Shame. Digital Demonic Davro says, here at Cobra Gym, your look is nothing compared to being part of Cobra Crew IRL. Hard to be centrist these days. AOC has the Beard of Shame. You know what? You can get we can't give it to multiple people though. I know Biden's one of them that you want. Sam Britton, butt plug. I know there's a lot. Today was full of a lot of people. GM Steelhaven, as a cosmic horror fan, I liked Cobra Law. Right back at you. Jimbo says, I think DeSantis could do more as Florida governor than VP, but the problem is the GOP has no bench. Outside of Don and Ron, who do they have? Gates? I think Gates has a lot of upside, but he also has some baggage. And that would be the problem with Matt Gates. I love Matt Gates, but he has a lot of baggage that comes with him. Gerald Armstrong, Biden Fetterman 2024. It's a no-brainer. Literally a no-brainer. Steelhaven says, not Trump DeSantis, too much alpha leadership in that ticket, and Florida needs DeSantis. I suggest Trump Rand Paul or Trump Tim Scott. And then Steelhaven came back with another one. Rand Paul or Tim Scott are small governors or small government senators, and the VP is the prez of the Senate. Both know where the cuts are needed and how DC machine operates. I think Rand Paul Trump would be a phenomenal ticket. I think that would be a fantastic ticket. Paul Maloney says Luke makes the most sense out of all of them. Is this for Timcast? I personally don't think so. From what I've seen, Luke has a case of TDS as well. So, am I wrong? If you're talking about Luke from Timcast, am I right about that? Doesn't Luke have TDS as well? Like, isn't he always like? Not saying I don't like Luke, because I do. Luke's fine, but like, I think he has TDS too. Mad Monkey says Styx X and Hammer has what would be fantastic guest for CobraCast. Very knowledgeable. Yeah, I mean, Styx is great. So I've never spoken with him. He's old school. He's been around forever. And so I would love to have Styx on. DM says wanted to shout out Silk for carrying on the honor of Diamond. She's on Frank's speech app, Lindell TV. They helped president get elected. Diamond and Silk are great. And obviously, what happened to Diamond was terrible. So shout out to her. Gabe says, just a reminder, Cobra Crew, smash the like button. Yes, smash the like button. Sacred Clown TV. I was opposite. I knew he would win the whole time. Yeah, I did. I certainly did not, but I'm glad he did. M-I-Z Wizard. Mazit Wizard, is that what it is? Mazit Wizard. Political correctness is fascism pretending to be manners. Deuce Ex Machina. Queef for $1.99. Okay. Hayden, in 2016, I was iffy, but supported him as a nominee. In 2020, I know of at least 5 people I personally convinced to vote for him. Doing God's work. Gabe says, can you give me an impression of Billie Jean for $5? No. Like the song Billie Jean? Like by Michael Jackson? I don't know if that's what you're asking. Or for Billie Jean King? I don't know who. If you want me to sing Michael, it's not happening. Michael does not deserve that type of disrespect. And I know his family at this point, so I could never do that to him. There's rest in peace to the GOAT, Michael Jackson. Found Hope. Would you ever consider running for office? There is almost no chance that would happen. I appreciate the question, but I don't ever, like, I barely see myself as a business owner because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I don't really know. There's no chance I would run for office. Addison Hall says, thoughts on Trump not addressing the jab. Big Trump fan, just concerned. I think Trump not addressing the jab is the single best decision he can make right now, because that's one of the worst things he's done up to this point, is not shutting up about it. So not addressing it is the best play for him right now, in my opinion. He just needs to shut up about the jab. He needs to move on from that. That's the one thing he needs to shut the fuck up about, and just let it go. And so I understand it being concerned. I honestly, as a Trump guy myself, like, the best you can ask for is for him to shut the fuck up about the jab. That's the thing he needs to do. Shut up and never mention it again, because that's the best play. Gabe says, Cobra Crew, let's get to 1,000 likes. Oh, we're well over that now, aren't we? Where are we at now? We are at 1,200 likes. That's what's up. Nubbin says, sip for the 45th and the working man. I'll drink to that. Disillusioned man. D-Day Grifter for the win. Contract accepted. Thank you. I saw we just had a 20 come in. Let me grab that one really quick. $20 from UF Gator. Again, in case you didn't know, Steph and Krista rock. Central Florida rocks. Lakeland in the house. That's what's up, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let me get back to this. Andrew Vals is for $4.99. Thank you. Eric K. Jeremy missed a super chat. I got it now, buddy. Amon J. Hailstorm, you twisted Luntic never change. Eric K. That lady is what happens when too much inbreeding happens, everyone. Andrew Val says someone should put Murphy's beard on Walsh. Piano Dean, breaking news. James Blunt has threatened to release new music on Spotify if they don't cancel Joe Rogan. Is that true? Is that seriously true? Please tell me that's true. Is that actually one of my people on the team? Did James Blunt The one-hit wonder James Blunt. Did he come out and say that? There's no way that this is recent anyway. Maybe he said this back in the day. Like, James Blunt has one fucking song. And I liked it. I mean, he had some songs on the album that I liked. Like, he actually has a really good voice and shit, but like, he's known for one song. She caught my eye. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. That's it. That's all he's known for. Is that really true? Why? I need to find out. This can't be true. This can't be true. It's true, Steph. You fucking kidding me? James Blunt? Oh my God. The voice of an angel. Yes, that's me. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. That's what James Blunt sounds like, but he sounds good, but he does sound like a fucking parrot. Good Lord, here it is. Okay. So it says James Blunt jokingly threatens. Okay, hang on. James Blunt jokingly threatens to release new music on Spotify. Threatens to release new music on Spotify. Music if Spotify doesn't remove Joe Rogan's podcast. Blunt's quip comes shortly after Joni and Michelle asked Spotify to remove her music in solidarity with Young. So this is on January 22nd. So this is okay. So this is like a year ago. Yeah. So this is back when all the bullshit was happening. Okay. Yes, this is like Neil Young and all that. Okay, so but it is funny that it's still a real story, but this was back when all the Joe Rogan stuff was happening. I just thought it was random because it's now. It's like, why now? You know what I mean? Like, why today of all days? Let me see. Bruce Flash Jeremy, best PO box to use to get something to you. That's a great question, man. I mean, at this point, still the Pensacola one. I'm really bad about going to my PO box, but I'm trying, and you know, because I'm between Orlando and Pensacola right now, I'm always on the road, and so but the Pensacola one's the one. That's the best one to send something to for sure. Anthony Gaming. When me and my mates are when me and my mates that are podcast our first time, we're going to promote Geeks and Gamers website. That's awesome, brother. I appreciate that. Justin Proper, Jeremy, we should have the Council of Jeremys on the main channel. Bring it full circle. Thanks to the awesome dude who remembers those streams. Hell yeah, man. Of course I remember those, man. That's totally cool. PO box is in the description, says Christinova. Everyone say hello to Christinova. So yeah, PO box is in the description. Let's see. Myoclonic Jerk says, can you do the Gay Frogs remix now? My favorite. See if we can find that one. Michelle Fields sent you your new logo to your new channel. What do you think? Twitter. Let's see. All right. Let me look. Let me get on Twitter for a minute. Check my notifications. Mentions. Holy crap. That's scary. All right. Let me see if I can go through here. Oh, that's pretty awesome. There's a lot. There's a lot of my mentions right now. There's a lot of memes. I don't know. Oh, this is awesome right here. I got to show you guys this. Someone tag me in this. This is completely separate from that. I'll keep looking for that. But look at this right here. Tell me this isn't the coolest thing you've ever seen. Okay. Here we go.
Who wants the smoke in Mario Kart?
I invent cars for a living. Let's run that shit.
Hold on, let me download it.
Of course you don't have it, Joe.
Calm the fuck down, Don. It's just a game.
Yeah, I'm shitting on you now.
Eat that banana, bitch.
Ah, fuck, he passed me.
Haha, right up your ass with that red turtle.
Melania took something else up there last night.
Your 2-incher ain't doing shit.
Goddamn, Donald, why are you sweating so hard at this game?
Life on the top ain't easy, Elon.
I was on the top of Melania last night.
Joe, you can't pull a woman over 12 years old.
Still pull, though.
No comp. GG's, you slop suckers.
Oh, that's good. Somebody tagged me in that. I don't see the Cobra logo, CobraCast, but I will check at my mentions here a little bit. Yes. Yes, that's what our nation needs now more than ever. Yes, absolutely. The real Mad Kong says, I listen to Alex Jones yelling at goblins while I work out. His spirit is one of true strength. I end my workout with that indie song. That indie song is amazing. Mary Nicholson, what's up, Mary? If you don't want the hassle of getting a venomous permit, you can get a non-venomous false water cobra as a stream mascot. They're pretty cool. Krista knows all about cobras and snakes, right, Krista? Didn't you used to work with snakes and reptiles or whatever?
I wouldn't say cobras, but yeah, I know a few about reptiles because I used to work with them.
So we're gonna get can we get a pet cobra?
I'm
for Geeks and Gamers
basically
headquarters.
That's a big commitment to have a snake. They live up to like 20 years.
All right.
I'm
let's do it.
qualified to wrestle an alligator.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How much would it take? How many super chats you think we can get out if we get build up to you wrestling an alligator at Geeks and Gamers headquarters?
Not a big one, but maybe a little one. I do it for free.
No, that's not how we grift, Krista. Live. Here's a live shot of me trying to grift off of Krista wrestling an alligator. This is what just happened. It's gonna crawl again. Damn! You really screwed that one up for me, Krista.
Sorry, I'm just tired. I'll go back.
All right, bye. Gabe says, who's your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? Leonardo, the leader, Leonardo. Let's see. Fatty Lotus says, make them both wear a connecting beard of shame. That's actually a pretty good idea. Anthony Gaming, me and my mate podcast, we're going to promote Geeks and Gamers in your channel. Thank you, buddy. The Lost Tales. Check Snake Pit for new Alex Jones Rage. Jeremy. Talking about Discord. Okay, I'll check that. Gabe says, OMG, your singing voice made me do the same opposite of creaming in my jeans. Raven Nevermore says, a drink with crazy promotes new creatives, including Iron Age Media. Would like to see him here Tuesday night's main event, Friday Night Tights. Shadowversity pointed him out. A drink with crazy. All right, I'll have to check that out. Do I have Discord open? So, Krista, you need to drop links to the Discord as well. Let me see. I'm opening Discord now. Let me see what's going on in this snake pit, or what is it called? I haven't looked at Discord in a couple of days. So let me see what you guys are. What did Krista end up calling it? Discord. Oh my God, all the pop-ups on Discord. Give me a minute. All right, so we're in the Geeks and Gamers Discord. And trying to find it right now. Where did you put it, Krista? This section. Snake Pit. I'm in the Snake.
Yeah, Snake Pit. That's what the chat decided on last time.
That's where you guys can drop me a lot of links of stuff you maybe want me to respond to or whatever. Like, this is great. Oh my gosh. This is so... why have we not been doing this more? Okay. Snake Pit. I'm in there. All right. We're fixing to share a screen. Look at this stuff, man. Where's Discord at?
Be careful when you open Discord.
Yeah.
No, I mean, because like people post stuff right away. So
no, I know. Let's see. Share entire screen. Here we go. Share system audio. Here we go.
Correct. Go ahead.
Okay, so that is your prerogative, Alex. But the reason why...
Oh, my God! There weren't any Muslims 1,400 years ago. You run half the planet. Holy hell! You want to rule me? Just admit it.
Okay. So the
Okay,
thing
infidel.
that... what it
Call me an infidel! Oh,
Alex,
you're
first
going
and
to
foremost,
serve
I'm
us
Christian.
well.
But in
I
any event,
like you. You've got big balls.
Holy shit, dude.
Me, Alex. Alex, it shows to me the efficacy of
It shows to me that you serve the Zionist swine. who will be driven into the ocean.
Holy shit. Okay, you guys got to go to the snake pit over on Discord if you want to see the full video, because you guys are dropping crazy shit in there right now. I got to be careful. So I love the enthusiasm behind CobraCast. It's so good. Let's see. Grifting fee and Geeks and Gamers Discord sucks. It requires phone number for verification. Hail chat and hail Jeremy and Chris and Steph. So the reason that happened is because we were getting mega spammed. If I'm not mistaken. Siobhan actually added that because we were getting, so I don't know much about Discord. But Siobhan's been, so we were getting like bot attacked or something like that through our Discord. I guess that's a thing. I don't spend enough time in Discord to understand how it all works, but apparently we were getting bot attacked. And so that's why we had to add that level of verification so that it cut down on some of that stuff. But we were off. We always were facing that type of crap. So we got some member messages. And we got, let's see, some Streamlabs. We'll get to those. Yeah, some people are saying that too. Locals. So the question is, chat, do you want me to create a D-Day Cobra or a Snake Pit Cobra Crew, whatever, locals? Do you want me to create one that's separate from Geeks and Gamers? Because we have a Geeks and Gamers locals. Do you guys want me to create a D-Day Cobra specific locals? Krista, they're asking for the link. I don't know if she's here. Are you here?
The link to Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. You can get on out of here, Krista. You and Steph can y'all can bounce if you need to. I think we just got a $20 super chat. Krista, I challenge you. Krista and Steph have to be up early tomorrow for some Geeks and Gamers work. Steph actually had to get up really early today to help me with something. So, you know, I know they're both tired, so I'm going to cut them loose. So
I've been streaming since 10.
yes. So thank you, ladies, so much.
Thank you.
They need the Discord link. So there, Krista just posted it. Yeah, Krista just posted it.
I'll make sure to put it in the description as well.
Okay. So that's the Geeks and Gamers one, and you guys can go and go into the snake pit over there. I see people posting there right now. So good stuff. All right, ladies, have a good night. I appreciate you both.
Awesome. Good night, guys. Good night,
Bye.
Snake Pit. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye. All right, get in here, Jay Hellstorm. They want someone sexy here, so we'll bring you in. So
hello.
How you doing, buddy? All right, so let's run through these and we're going to call it a night. Just Jenny has become a new member. Thank you, Just Jenny. Mike Hill, instead of being Ukraine, Biden should be over here supporting Ohio, 100%. Nubbin has become a new member. Thank you. UF Gator is a new member. Thank you. Oh, no, that's a swig of water level for the 7th month. That's a member message. Nubbin has gifted 5 D-Day Cobra memberships. Thank you. Drew Barr becomes a new member. Thank you. UF Gator does 10 memberships. Hell yes. Young Sykes, welcome to Swig of Water level. Raging Bull, welcome to the Clap Clap Car video level. Let's see. Anthony Buck, that woman is full of the devil. Yes. Lotus Wolf, welcome. Thank you. Burrito Mans for his first month of Swig of Water. The Squid had a woman just tell me I'm the worst in bed she's ever had. I'm thinking there's no way she made that judgment in only 37 seconds. That's really good. Let's see. Myoclonic Jerk says, Krista, remember the line in The Dark Knight, if you're good at something, never do it for free. Well said. Absolutely well said. And then on Streamlabs, we have Blues. In your opinion, what is worse for the country, the media or the university system? That's a fantastic question that I don't know I can give a clear answer on, but I think the media, because the media has more reach, even though they're kind of a dying breed, they still have more reach, even though the universities are, kind of developing minds at a younger age. And university obviously not super young, but the school system in general, God, it's tough, man. There's not a definitive answer, but I think I'm going to slightly lean media. I think I'm going to lean media, but it is not a definitive answer. I can't give a definitive answer. Johnny the Whiz Kid, why is it so hard to support Trump? I should ask my favorite voice actor that. She didn't like Trump, but did what Trump did, but didn't list what they are. Must be about his past, how he treated women. I don't know. It's often about his personality that people care too much about. Yeah, I totally understand that. John Connors, 1524. Why can't any common sense be regarded as based? Doing so will expose the idea of common sense to be redefined by the leftist nut jobs. Lord knows none of us want that. Hail Cobra. Well said. And then Crimson Go says Cali gave Trump more votes than any other state in 2020. Yeah, I mean this population there is huge. So, all right, and I think that brings us to the end of another episode of a CobraCast IRL.
Gonna play the beard.
Oh yeah. Where's it at? You got it in the DMs?
Sent it to you 2 minutes after you asked me.
Sorry. Raging Bull for 20 says, if you like the alternative to the phone number verification, I know such a system. No disrespect to your friend. No, absolutely. I mean, if that's something we can look into, I'll talk to her. Again, Siobhan runs the Discord, so I am not Discord literate at all. And Eric K, send Eric K a link. Get him in here real quick. Jay Hailstorm, if you can.
All right.
Eric K, he's gonna send it to you on Twitter. Get your ass in here. There's a lot of people that help this party go. So Jay Hailstorm has the beard of shame. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the beard of shame from Jay Hailstorm? Here we go, right here. All right, here it is. We're gonna go full screen for this one. Full screen.
Yeah. Fuck you. Heartfelt.
He looks like something just he looks like something just went in this booty. One more time.
Yeah. Fuck you. Heartfelt.
Oh, the beard of shame. Bashy, is that Bashy Washy just dropping like a fucking bomb? Is that Bashy Washy dropping a hundy? You know, that's what I really like. There ain't nothing like getting a bomb at the end of the stream, making me feel like I did a damn good job. You know what I mean? Like that is so fucking legendary when somebody drops a bomb at the end of the stream, makes you go, I feel like I did a fucking good job, man. Bashy Washy for a hundy. Make another trans wizard with this and grift another game, brother. Yes, sir. We will be doing a better system next week, too. We're going to give away more Hogwarts Legacy on Tuesday night's main event because it makes the weirdos cry. Thank you, Bashy Washy. That is awesome, man. Oh, that's so freaking cool. Gabe says, Jeremy, if you go until 3 a.m., I'll give you $20 right now. 3 a.m.? 22 minutes? 3 a.m. Eastern? Okay. Yeah. If you have 24 hours, I'll give you $24. No, Jay Hailstorm. No. Oh, Eric K's here. What up, Eric?
Hey, what's happening, everybody?
Eric K, say hello to the Snake Pit, to the Cobra crew. Eric K is the mod supreme leader. He's just crushing it out there. So how you doing, buddy?
Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to the Snake Pit.
That's
This
right.
is a good
that's
time
right.
had by all.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah. Nah, Eric's on top of like a lot of the member messages and stuff like that. So if you want to drop them in the private chat, Eric, now that you have access, it'd be easier for me to read them there. Probably.
Okay.
So
I've been dropping them actually. So.
On Twitter? Is that where?
No, right in the private chat.
Oh,
You
now
got
you
'em all
have just
right
now.
there. Yeah.
Oh, look at you. Okay, there it is.
I'm already on top of it.
He's
me.
already fucking on it. Gabe I got that one. And then J Hailstorm. Okay. And then Beastie Man, $1.99 says hello.
Hello?
There we go. There we go. Well, it looks like we're going another 20 minutes. So Gabe's going to give me $20 if I go another 20 minutes. So you guys control the show. I'm just here. Okay. I'm just here. So what are we going to talk about for the next 20 minutes? What do you guys want to talk about?
Doesn't matter to me. I really don't care.
J Hailstorm doesn't talk. So. But in all seriousness, the fact that this show is the fact that you guys literally created a show, I'll never get over that fact. And I'm looking in the Cobra in the snake pit right now over on Discord. And all right, you want me to play this on stream, Doey? All right, let me see. Let me. Okay, it's on YouTube, so I can play it. Okay, let's play this then. All right, let's see. Let's see what you guys have come up with here for me to play. All right, here we go. We're gonna play this. Here we go.
In 1943, the following directive was issued from party headquarters to all communists in the United States. It read, "When certain obstructionists become too irritating, label them after suitable buildups as fascist or Nazi or anti-Semitic, and use the prestige of anti-fascist and tolerance organizations to discredit them. In the public mind, constantly associate those who oppose us with those names which already have a bad smell. The association will, after enough repetition, become fact in the public mind."
You saw the rally in Ohio the other night. Trump is there ranting and raving for more than an hour, and you have these rows of young men with their arms raised.
Americans, and Americans kneel to God and to God alone.
I mean, we've seen these leftist attacks for a while now. And yeah, so there's Hillary, Alex Jones' favorite person. So we got a $20 super chat from Nubbin. It says, take a sip for the working man and the 45th. I'll drink to that right there.
I'll drink to that.
We all can drink to that. So how's life been treating you, Eric? I haven't talked to you much recently. So how's life been treating you, buddy?
Got a new puppy, and he is a ball of energy. Luckily, he's sleeping right now, but damn,
Okay.
I forgot about waking up every hour with a puppy. It's quite a chore. Cute as a button, though. The girls love him. So
very nice, very nice. Good to hear, man. I'm glad you're doing good, buddy. Here's a Jay Hailstorm just put this over in the Cobra Pit. I guess I got to share my entire screen. Share system audio. Here we go. Here it is.
Come here. Like Count Dracula to Von Helsing. Come here. I did not say that. Come here. You have a strong will for one who's only lived one life.
Gotta love
Dude,
Alex.
He is the most entertaining person. It's just crazy how entertaining he is. We do have a bonus beard of shame. Someone wanted Matt Walsh to have one, so we got this one right here. So there you go, Matt Walsh with the beard of shame. That's how we roll around here in these parts. So everybody gets a beard of shame. So all right. So I see you, Cobra. I see you, Snake Pit. I love the Discord. I'll have to. Between the only two places I'm really active in our Discord is the premium Discord for geeksandgamers.com premium members and now the Snake Pit. So I'll definitely make a point to continue to do that. Who doesn't love Alex? Almost everyone loves him. There's just a few loud people that spew hate. Unfortunately, one of those people is that Elon Musk, which is very disappointing, but it is what it is. Gabe says, thank you so much, Jeremy. You have no idea how much these live streams mean to us. Well, I appreciate it. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart that it means so much to me that you guys enjoy it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. And maybe it doesn't register with people, but it's like the path that I've taken the last few years. I felt like, and I actually I was talking to Ryan about this couple of months ago. And I was like, I feel like Geeks and Gamers is doing fantastic, which is great. And I always wanted Geeks and Gamers to be bigger than me as an individual, but I was like, I feel like I've lost a lot of like the kind of core fan base for me, because I used to do the solo streams. We used to have all the memes. We used to have the interactions one-on-one with the chat. And, you know, so so it means so much to me that this is now a thing and people are connecting to it again. I'm having so much fun, with these streams. So it really does. It's really connecting with me. Demi Moore's Tapeworm says, hello from below, working parasite here. Just got back from work myself. Let's just say that we live in some weird times. Keep fighting the good fight. Well, thank you. That's so.
Well,
Oh,
Jeremy, you're
man.
finally getting back to your roots, though. I mean, you
I
used to
am.
be doing these live streams. I'd be hanging out, and people would be going nuts. And then you got into the gaming, which is great, and doing all the other stuff with everybody else. But you needed this little private time, you know.
Yes.
And the political channel is starting to really start to roll. Suresh is absolutely killing it. The guy is he's so talented. It's amazing. So.
Yeah, nah, Suresh is great. He's been so good to us in terms of like, you know, to the business side of things and everything, which is what I struggle with. And yeah, he's been a blessing for sure. And I'm so happy with all the momentum we have. I mean, whether it's gaming streams, whether it's entertainment streams, whether it's the Friday Night Ties, Tuesday Night's Main Event, whether it's D&D streams, whether it's political streams, everything that we are involved in is doing really well. And that is an awesome feeling. I think Geeks and Gamers offers such a level of a word that we all hate when it's used by the media, but the level of diversity and stuff that we offer in terms of content, it's pretty crazy. And you know, we've got Poor Choices with the girls over there, with the drinking the wine and the reality TV, park hopping, you know, Sports Wars, which Ryan's crushing it over there. So it's really good all the way around.
Well,
So,
Poor Choices is the most toxic chat on Geeks and Gamers by far. I mean, those girls, they go into topics that nobody else goes into. So
yes, absolutely. And that's what it's all about. Toxicity sells. So shout out to the ladies for doing that. All right, the Lost Tales just gave me holy fuck. All right. The Lost Tales just shared more. I guess the last 15 minutes of this show is going to be just Alex Jones clips. This is fantastic. This is so good.
Murder the Christians. Destroy everything. Just, I mean, you notice drunk is, but still stumbling forward, more blood. As he falls down, they go, our God must be lifted back up. And more blood of the innocent. Sell the baby parts. Arrest the reporters that expose for keeping babies alive. Eat the hospitals with their bodies. Have the Pepsi taste testing systems be based on fetal tissue. All demonic systems genetically engineer all the crops. Overthrow creation. More blood.
Oh my goodness, dude. He's so funny. He's so funny. Absolute gold. Good Lord. Demi Moore's Tapeworm. When I first started watching, I couldn't stand you. Arrogant, cocky, prideful, etc. Then Demi told me you reminded her of me. Now I love you. Hey, man, however I can win you over, I'm all for it. So thank you. Thank you so much. Alex Jones is the GOAT. Yes, he is. He is the GOAT. What he's saying is true. Let's just read the chat. Regardless if it's super chat or not, I'll try to, if you got questions, fire them away. We've got 12 minutes because Gabe extended us to 3 a.m. Link to Suresh's channel. I'm sure Eric has that. So somebody, if Eric or someone can drop a link to the situation with Suresh.
I have all the links.
I know you do. I know you do. So let me see where we're at. What happened to the outdoor channel? Nothing really, just logistics. I had a couple people lined up to help run that one. One of them kind of fell through, not for any major issues. They just had some IRL stuff come up, real life stuff come up, and so it kind of prevented them from kind of fully committing to it. And considering how many channels I run at this point in time, I just the overhead on it for the time being, and I don't mean from a cost standpoint, I mean from a time standpoint, it's not something I've taken off the table. It's just something that I just don't have the time to invest in it right now. It's kind of like with the D&D channel. When that whole thing came up, I wasn't going to start the D&D channel. I almost didn't, even after I met with Arudai and I liked him and I liked everything he said. I actually was leaning towards not doing the D&D channel. And it wasn't because I didn't want it, and it wasn't because I didn't believe in Arudai. It was because I didn't want to have to try to manage another channel, especially a channel I didn't really have a lot of knowledge in terms of what they were covering. So I remember I called Ryan up and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to move forward with the D&D thing. And he's like, why? And I'm like, well, for the reasons I just gave all of you. And I said, well, he said, well, what you have to do is you just have to, if you're going to bring Arudai on, you have to turn it over to him completely. You need to explain to him, like, that's what it has going to take, because we'd had so many requests for D&D. And eventually I made the decision. I'm bringing Arudai on. I'm turning the entire channel over to him. He makes the decisions. Obviously, if there's things I don't like, I'll step in and get involved in certain stuff. But outside of that, he's done a good job of it. So if I can find someone that can run the outdoor channel to that level that I can trust, then I will definitely probably make it happen. But I don't have that person at this point in time. And that's a complicated thing to try and turn something over to somebody like that for, because you have people out in the real world doing real world things that could hurt themselves, or something bad could happen. You're out on the open water, you're out hunting. That's a lot more than just sitting in your bedroom recording on a webcam. So there's a lot of intangibles that go along with that. Let's see where we're at. Trying to see. There we go. Demi Moore says Trump Jones 2024. Pot belly goblins beware. The John Beck. I saw a YouTuber ranting about TLJ a long time ago. Part of it was some fat Asian girl rhymes with witch. Do you know who that was? I haven't been able to find it. It was my favorite TLJ review. Okay, I saw a YouTuber ranting about TLJ a long time ago. Part of it was about some fat Asian girl rhymes with witch. Do you I'm trying to understand. Is it a joke there or what? I saw a YouTuber ranting about TLJ a long time ago. Part of it was about a fat Asian girl. So I know. So obviously, like, you're talking about Rose Tico. And then, do you know who that was? I haven't been able to find it. It was my favorite TLJ review. I don't know if I'm fully understanding it. Is it? It's a
fat Asian girl who's maybe a bitch. I don't know. Rhymes with witch.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if he's. I don't know. I'm confused on exactly what John's asking there. Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan. I mean, I like Jackie Chan. I mean, they're both awesome, but I like Jackie Chan. Hayden says, Geeks and Gamers Bushcraft. Send somebody to help me build a campsite, then a cabin in the mountains in Arkansas. I have a tough time making out there because of work. Let's make it happen, Hayden. Send me an email. Let's go. Vampire Potbelly Goblins Beware. Thanks, Tim. Let's see. Now, I know he means The Last Jedi, but fat Asian girl, Simu Liu. Wolf from the early EFAP did a video like that, but I think he scrubbed all of his stuff. Okay, I think that might, let's see, hang on. Yeah, that phrase was repeated a few times. Fat Asian B. The reviewer hated that movie. It was a review that made me laugh and saved me money. Was it Wolf from EFAP? Was it Word of Wolf? Is that who it might be? It might be it. But no problem. No problem on that. All right, we are 6 minutes until we are ending the stream. 6 minutes to go.
Get those questions in.
That's right. Got to get those questions in. Got to do it. I got a little bit of water left. A little bit of water. Well, so I know a lot of people are like, I don't watch Star Wars. Who cares? A lot of my following came from trashing Disney Star Wars. For some people that may not know, a lot of my following came from that. So I have a lot of people that follow me that came from the old school Star Wars days of me roasting that shit. What's up, Ruben? I see you, Ruben Christopher Haynes. How you doing, buddy? Michael Amana says 2:54 a.m. We still rolling 1,000 deep. Hail Cobra Crew. Hail Snake Pit. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Amazing how quick this show has grown.
It is, man. It's wild. John Beck says, cool. No wonder I couldn't find it. Thanks for the info. You guys rock. Host and chat. I'm Asian and my eyes went very squinty, laughing so hard. Oh, that's pretty funny, man. Cobra, you into fighting games or not? If not, early Guilty Gear is a great way to start. It was made for folks that want to play hard mode. Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2 are great. Also, King of Fighters is especially King of Fighters 15. So, I've never been the biggest fighting game person per se, but I have played my share of fighting games. So, for instance, Mortal Kombat back in the day. Mortal Kombat 3 was my favorite, even though I played 1, I played 2. Loved Mortal Kombat 3. I love the combo system. Obviously played Street Fighter back in the day. Tekken, Battle Arena, Toshinden, Soul Calibur, which is probably my favorite fighting game ever. Especially Soul Calibur. The first Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast is goated. So yeah, I have played several fighting games. Obviously, I'm a Smash Bros. I love Smash Bros. Because I'm a Nintendo fan. So, Jay Hellstrom said, if you had a potato, what would you do with it? Cook it and eat it?
I just wanted to see if your answer was different from Jay's.
Probably. How many hours of sleep do I get? Not enough. But I guess enough to function. More than Jay Hellstorm. I'll say that much, but not enough. Let me see. And Soul Calibur is awesome. Killer Instinct was awesome. Absolutely. Yes. Nightmare. Soul Calibur 2 was amazing. Yes. No doubt about that. Demi Moore's Tapeworm. What's sad is Star Wars is such a big part of my childhood. My dad and I bonded over those movies. He predicted Disney would ruin it. Damn, Pops, you were right. He definitely was. I was wrong. I thought Disney was actually going to do something great with Star Wars, and I was completely wrong. Shaq Fu, holy crap. I am staying fully committed to this. There's 3 minutes left. I am not ending this stream until 3 a.m. Eastern time. Fully committed to Gabe's request. I'm here to grift, so I'm all for it. I made a Discord tonight to join the Snake Pit, but saw the Bragging Rights one too. I think you'll like what I shared, Jeremy. Ditto, man. I'll check it out. Let's see. You do realize that if DeSantis runs for president and wins Florida, it can go to shit quick. Think about all those people that moved there because of what he accomplished. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't want Ron DeSantis to run for president. I want Trump. And but I think like Ron DeSantis he's only got this next term, and then so he's got to set up his predecessor anyway. You know what I mean? So that has to be acknowledged. Gabe says, haha. Got me 2 more minutes, Gabe. 2 more minutes. Griftcast IRL. Soul Calibur 2 had spawned on the Xbox, and it had Link on the GameCube. Griftcast IRL. Hey man, you know it. Cobra Crew with the fire emojis. That's what's up right there. Jay Hellstorm, what you got going on, man?
What do you mean?
Are you going to stream after this? So what are you doing? What do you got going on?
I mean, I could. I might. I don't know. Probably will.
We literally have 2 minutes left, so you need to figure it out.
Oh,
Go to
well,
see decisive.
I guess it's a 24-hour Fortnite stream.
Are you going live, really?
Why not?
Oh, my God. Go follow Jay Hellstorm on Twitch. He's a psychopath. He's going to stay up for another 24 hours, I guess. Eric K., what do you got going on?
After this, I'm taking the puppy out to go to the bathroom and hopefully maybe getting an hour's worth of sleep before I have to get up and probably do another modding on some channel. And I don't know, but you know me, I never sleep. So
Yes, Eric's awesome, man. We got a good group of people around us, and we're gonna keep building this show up for all of you guys. Thank you so much. Price of Reason, what's up, Price of Reason? Good to see you here. I'm not a political guy, but I'm happy to see you do your thing, Jeremy. This is a great idea and a cool direction. Congrats. Thank you, Price of Reason. I appreciate you, man. You do good work. Follow Price of Reason over on Twitter. He's good peeps. He's good peeps. Apple Kiss says, do you play mobile games? If so, which one? Not really. I mean, obviously there's an occasional mobile game you'll try to play when you're, bored somewhere and you don't have anything else going on. But I'm not a big mobile game player. I mean, as much as I love Mario Kart, like I hate Mario Kart Mobile. I tried it and it's not for me. I don't even play my Switch in handheld mode, even though I'm a huge Switch fan. I've never played it. So, I mean, obviously I try it, but if I can help it, I don't play handheld mode. I've never been a mobile gamer. I don't like handheld game systems or anything like that. I'm a sit in front of a monitor or a TV with a controller in my hand and play the old school way. So, all right, guys, we are at 3 a.m. Eastern time. I want to thank all of you for Gung Ho Max got another one.
He's got a member chat.
Does he? Why do they?
Yeah,
I wish they would.
chat.
They don't show up on StreamYards. That's the problem.
I know. I put it on private chat.
Gung Ho Max says, let's see. I'll send you $1 if you end at 4. No, I'm not going any.
I see his dollar and I'll raise him too.
No, I'm not going anymore. The John Beck Geeks and Gamers is going to the Vegas meetup, right? And I can't find the date. Can you remind me? Everyone go to the meetup. Yes, that is April 26th, right, Eric?
That is correct.
April 26th.
Fandom Bar.
Millennium Fandom Bar. If you guys go follow, what's your @ on Twitter, Eric?
I'll drop it in the chat just a second here.
All right, you guys, Eric kind of has his finger on the pulse of everything going on in the community, the greater community. So just follow Eric. If you got questions for him, he can definitely help you out from that perspective. And yeah, man. So April 26th, we'll be in Vegas and Geeks and Gamers will be there 100%. Everybody give a last Cobra. Go ahead, Jay. Hellstorm.
Hello.
There's Gung Ho Mac with $1. $1. Really? Come on, man.
Got to go another hour now.
No, I'm not. But I will end with. I'll end it. Let me see if I can find it. I'll end it with the Alex Jones folk song here in just a minute. I just want to make sure if everybody else, I want everybody to have a great night. I see Nubbin with the Cobra emojis, the D-Day Cobra emojis, which again, merch is like, I'm definitely going to develop some D-Day Cobra merch and it's going to be on 221B. Please go over 221B, get your Geeks and Gamers merch over there. The more you support the Geeks and Gamers merch, the easier it is for me to produce the CobraCast and the D-Day Cobra the D-Day Cobra merch and all of that. And I look forward to that. That's going to be so freaking cool to get that stuff out to you guys. And with the skull logo and some of the other designs we're working on, so much potential. So Gung Ho Mac says, fine. I'm not going till 4 a.m. I'm ending this stream right now, Gung Ho Mac. For all of your trolling, that's what you get. Finally got a super chat out of Gung Ho Mac. You know I'm doing good when he finally super chats me, okay? But anyway, thank you guys. Is there a link to that? Yes, Eric, we'll get that. 221B Tactical Geeks and Gamer Store. We'll get that. So we'll drop that in the chat, and it's probably in the description. It's probably in the description, I think.
And I'm spamming it, so it's all
there.
good.
He is. So there we go. And I appreciate all of you so much. Have a great night, and we're gonna leave you with Alex Jones and the indie folk song. Shout out to Flashcast, and go watch Jay Hailstorm play Fortnite, I guess. So here we go. Good night, everyone.
The paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive, selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under us. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we want to eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
Good night, everyone. I appreciate you. Thank you for all of the support. We'll see you again Friday after Friday Night Tights. So I look forward to seeing you on Friday Night Tights. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Cobra out.